akuya no mienu akuya ketu akuya panyini ono so ewo ho frema abankro ono yabeba panyini ono ena wose mara michi mafa ohwe ama social media handles ahodo ode abrayen ansa ena nyamiama ai amansa chiame kwabena mafo democrat ahodo ayensa kana no pe yakinkan awiai from tubremu atwamu no na obetimu asan ede amayen ansa ena engineering group so de achu agbo ai ena hwania ena dada Godfrey yadi atumu friend you brana na fe so eye mapuna DJ Bosco na fe so no Mills was tetai omu nyina ehwe se bibia ebeko ede amayene ti yatena ase so dia na ensam a edaba maso was saying 6 out of 10 Ghanaians want new voter register. University of Ghana Political Science Department survey and omodiaba say University of Ghana Political Science for atraye and na wo mususu say omo tutu nipa bia no na omutimi eka ne say Ghana fo bi adu ye agina wa emunsia epene so say yenkwankwa eye edine fofra ye de to aba so NDC boycott signing of roadmap to end vigilantism, but the party say it's premature to sign it now. And they say ba say osibrikete bantuma kotia emema ya beti ketiketi na ye dia trutrasem efa amanyosem ho nsensem no ba say ye nyina ya konhyehyemu na ye nkwankwa sensan krata de ye si ano no say NDC fo yese yensan na wo so enya nurubra yetimi esensan we no. Catholic bishop threatened to campaign against parties not committed to ending vigilantism. Roman for so and a woman so say the party I was see want me and shema to trust them. Yen free on Mosono, almost ebetium at me out to Yano Darika say, sa party way dear, and says ye actually. Minority raises red flag over government's 2.5 million CD allocation to fight coronavirus. And they virus are a puemu China. Na ekum nipa na eye nipa na do how oyene ade abre wiase nyina no Ghana abanse wode million no mienu akiripo num ene wode asi wonom se yemfansia no na yei ena domkuma na wo mra hwebedwom no omso omo hu kakra etimi eka panifo ye betena se so ame adwendwene ho no Michael Omarewa ade we third national vice chairman of the MPP owaha saso na Alhaji Nasiru Muhammad we national communications officer of the Zango caucus of the NDC. And so ebetenase asedako ede my best point service and loans wamo enene se base momo and mobile money transfers ni nyina ko best point na kokko ye ho e base international money transfer Vigo MoneyGram ene dia ka akire nyina ko mobile money ene international money transfer obeko best point service and loans na womatime branches ni de na yato atwene mu a chese bia best point ubehu womo ewo honom sa so na asedako oba pasadin yede twi yemako na yede ye dokuna ka honi adi African queen mackerel yede yesutulu papa bi yede ye jolofo yede ye nkwan oba papa mackerel value for money a will be enya bi de djuma so ana was say honchon capsules good prostate health 5 capsules in the morning 5 capsules in the evening for 30 days na ohuna ahare wo so na king tablet with the regulatory o pressure o heart pressure na no so adidi aboyen ansa ena wode XY granules eno so ye nourish your kidneys chese no so wode eboa ho ansa na the almighty Mr. Kale eno so na stress mema ye stressful job ye strenuous job normal betimi hawo ni nyina ne se bieku usan ni obayi hia so a wani betimi asa age ama oba no so ani age ne dia Mr. Kale akunlu Ghana dia ba ena edi ehim empanefo ebetena se so de Michael Marewa de edi kan Alhaji Nasiru Muhammad on so ewo ho na say de Kabine wafa adaroma
na say
oba de adaroma yetia so
abrabom
so de watimi ami asori de yebedie obehwe amayen right Kabina Democrata enei ababedro no
abusiafo anam said the deda pono so ntima memfa we mre daily guide at the abakrata fa toso miensa no wote se survey bi akoso ye Department of Political Science University of Ghana na wote se whether or not electoral commission ebeye voter register for free tifia sema wode atoso no sa na tie se mumpo obeye voter register for free na womu ye survey bi ɛwɔ 275 constituencies ya nipa 27,497 ɛna wɔn participate yɛ na ne nyinaa bɛɛ wie yɛ a wɔn analyse yɛ no wɔn bisabisa sɛ voter register no mo pɛ foforɔ anaasɛ yɛn nso dada no a na result na wie yɛ ne sɛ 17,843 yɛ represent 64.9% ɛsɛ yes yɛnyɛ voter register no foforɔ emu 9,654 represent 35.1%. Wɔn nso sɛ no na breakdown ni nie 1,697 participants interview wɔn no central region deɛ wɔn kaa sɛ yes no wɔde percentage aba 56.29 ɛna wɔn asi no ɛnso yɛ 43.71 greater Accra region nso wɔde percentage aba voter region eastern region Ashanti region bro northern upper east upper western north oti ahafo bono east ni nyinaa watetem savannah ade aba kama ya wɔtrɛ sɛ Ghana fo dodoɔ na ase yɛnyɛ voter register no foforɔ na insight anim ha ɛn wɔno nso tɛ sɛ Ghana fo dodoɔ no anso sɛ no wɔn mpɛ voter register foforɔ enti wɔn deɛ no ɛne political science lecturers deɛ no ɛyɛ abɔ ebira kakra na tie hanom nso enipa ɛne da wɔn nante yɛ ɛyɛ wɔyɛ kyerɛ sɛ wɔn nte aseɛ interparty resistance against new voter register wɔn mu ate yɛ ɛdi firika kudi park ya wɔn yɛ ne nkakra de kɔ Jubilee House wa ɛwɔ nkra hanom sɛ ɛdi wɔn petition ɛde kɔma yɛ na prakas yɛ kurakura wɔn mu no na wɔn atrɛtrɛ so maame Mensa wɔyɛ minister for re-election ɛma mampanin na Dankwa Akufo-Addo maame Mensa wɔpɛ sɛ wɔkoba wɔ man no mu ɛno akyi ebi sisɛ red t-shirt ɛna wɔn de handbands abobɔ wɔn ti ɛna wɔn kurakura nneɛma a yɛatrɛtrɛ so bebree ebi si tie teacherfoɔ ka otom ebi si Mensa yɛ sika ɛwɔ voter register ho ni mfaso a woba bɛto sika egu okwa no mama yɛnsɛ sika wɔ ho enti demonstration wɔ yɛ mpene na kuku dam ya a wɔn kɔ demonstration ni bi owura Johnson esi edu nkatia yɛ general secretary ɛma NDC Samuel Fosu Ampofo yɛ national chairman ɛnyɛ wɔn nko ampo Julius Debra yɛ Kane chief of staff wɔn nyinaa nante yɛ bi Hassan Ayarega Bernard Mona yɛ national chairman ma PNC wɔn nyinaa ɛkɔ dwumadie no bi a wɔde wɔn petition ɛma ayɛ na wɔn wie yɛ koraa no ɛna Bernard Mona ɛtrɛ sɛ maame Mensa ɛnam sɛ mampanin na Dankwa Akufo-Addo na de ne ba yɛ nti ɔpɛ so wɔde abatoɔ no goro mɛdam ase na wɔde da mampanin ase sɛ wɔboa no no ɔno nso aboa no sɛdeɛ ɛka sɛ you scratch my back I also scratch your back wɔtiti meti a me nso metiti w'akyi ma wo enti wɔpɛ so wɔfa kwan bɔne biara so wɔbɛma mampanin na Addo asa tena akonnwa so bio ɛno no wɔn tɛ sɛ daabi ɛnyɛ ade a wɔn bɛpene da enti wɔn gu so atɛ sɛ enipa dodoɔ na sɛ new voter register no wɔn nso mpɛ na enim wa ɛna wɔtɛ sɛ CID ɛne apolisifoɔ akɔkye wɔwura Horace ɛkɔ wɔwusi yɛ a wɔno operation Vanguard foɔ no wɔdi mu akɔtene paa na nipa a wɔkɔbɔɔ no kɔ aduma apolisifoɔ ɛyɛ Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng wɔyɛ Minister for Environment, Science and Technology and Innovation na wɔtɛ sɛ saa papa yi a yɛfrɛ no Horace Ekowewusi na ɔyɛ Kane Central Regional First Vice Chairman ɛma MPP Amanyɔkuo but yɛ suspend no Operation Vanguard ɛne yɛde no kan wɔ so wɔ mmara mɛyɛ adwuma Professor Frimpong Boateng bɔ no kɔ adu ɛde kyerɛ apolisifoɔ sɛ wɔde excavators bɛyɛ 500 ɛna wɔde sɛ Horace Ekowewusi nsa afei wɔkɔbi sɛ ɛkɔw excavators ne wɔyi a wɔtoto paapaa so enti apolisifoɔ nkɔte no ampa apolisifoɔ de wɔsɛ yɛ wɔyɔ ɛmu wɔn kyesi no wɔkwa so wɔ abra no wakeka n'ataade asɛmu a wɔsɛ white abɔ bɛt kama sɛsiw ɛna wɔn te papa yi a ɔkɔkɔdi apolisifoɔ nsɛm wɔ gu so a wɔyɛ asɛm no mu nhyehyɛmu enti excavators yɛ tutu yiraeɛ no the insight de bɔkrataa wɔde ɛho asɛm nso ɛba anim ha na the publisher de bokrate ni watasa ndisi amanyoko ene MPP amanyoko womo kɔ asetena ya National Peace Council rese asomdie baba ɛwɔ vigilantism no ɛho na bra womo tena se ya to adwene wiye no ɛne womo de krata ba sɛ parties mienu ni nyina womo ɛmfa womo nsanhyase na edru MPP amanyoko oru atombu atu ya wɔyɛ general secretary no ɔsan kama kyerɛ ne din bodate anytime in time out bibia hyase ɛmo ɔsan kora wɔn nyinaa wɔn sere kama
babna som kakra wadaroma na sɛ de usi da na die no sɛ University of Ghana Political Science Department ɔmo akɔ ɛyɛ survey na ɔmo de ɛto dwa no yɛnkɔ ɛyɛ Political Science Department na yɛne senior lecturer at that department and a researcher our University of Ghana yɛfrɛ no Dr. Isaac Owusu Emensa na yɛntie deɛ nkyerɛkyerɛ mu a ɛwɔ hɔ tukwa fa figures no mamie na yɛne Dr. Owusu Emensa yɛ mo aha
Ofa etizai
nyame adom yɛ ho yo na aso so
adona yɛ ho yɛ pa
wɔyɛ we de abo ana so abɔne bia anim agya nkyerɛkyerɛ mu na yɛpɛ na Dr. Owusu Emensa we a card bearing member of the National New Patriotic Party ana
I don't know, I'm not a card member.
Oh, I had your petty no. If it's a do photo be and nam say 1 year and a wujin MPP for president of one chain, it we MPP ni, it yet me a clear why, not just a jay huno, it would MPP ni, yes, sir.
I'm a card member of MPP.
You now, yes, I research with Briben Amoye.
Research where now. December move on and I call fields and Kasako collected data from the 5th to the 24th of November and I collected data with specifically from the field. But when you say researcher, you go through several processes before you get to the field. The time I collected data and Kasa from the field, anyway. Now that data you collected, it was not on the voter register. The main project was on the performance of the Metropolitan, Municipal, and District Chief Executive. Now, as part of the process, now I have collected that data, and I say, I dare about one register so much, the voters register. And I am for 2 questions and count. 1, Electoral Commission intends to compile new voters register. Do you agree? Yes or no? If you agree, why do you agree? If you disagree, why do you disagree? Those 2 questions now, the count on the portfolio.
It is only 27,497 who are mostly or participating in that exercise. A representative sample of the voting population announced the whole Ghanaian population at large.
A representative sample of the whole population of Ghana. Every constituency in Ghana was assigned 100 respondents. Every constituency, number 1. Number 2, you make sure that every electoral area had the same and equal chance of being selected to represent the constituency. And so the way I selected respondents was also through what we call probability sampling process. So everybody within the electoral area had the same and equal chance of being selected to participate in the study. Now, one of the very important criteria before you can participate is that you must be 18 years and above. Whether you are registered or not registered, it was not important, but you must be 18 years and above before you can participate in the study at the end of the day.
Obia or over 18 years now unregistered here as a voter. Ne responses relating to your voter register or not, how relevant?
Relevant because only for now 18 years I'll be 18 years in November. November, you open the register. He prepared where register, and now I can't say, either say we have a new register or we are upgrading the old one. He has the opportunity to go and register there. And in the response here relevant to say this thing, study about the elections now, and then you must be a registered voter before you can participate, because when you're registered voter now you can say nowadays you say yes, partner, your views are inconsequent, and who views and who here because one
Dr. Usman Samienhwe say regional breakdown no ewa ha sei Now, regional breakdown, we are told it's Eastern region, 66% of the respondents as open new register. And in the Ashanti region, 74% of the respondents say open new register. And then we come to say Central region, we say 56, and I say open a new register. And what accounts for Eastern and Ashanti? It could have higher respondents indicating say omope new registering.
In the first place, no, the highest regions no upper east and west. The whole table now from upper east for upper the kind followed by upper west. And others no to us. The lowest we have is the western region, which is even much lower than voter region as well, given the way the thing is divided on partisan lines. No. I must say that you may start further questions on that because we know the main study was an MMDC, no. Until you go further to ask other relevant questions, whether you go and register, you may say there's a new register or you don't go and register. You may start that question. No. These were specific questions that we asked them. These were specific responses on the mind.
Jo, iti ukwe na yebusa say a performance of the MMDC is is it the occupants of that office and answer the performance of the assembly in itself?
The MMDC himself or herself, not the occupant. It's a question about their appointment, who influences them, how their relationship with the MPs and all that. Because when it comes to the performance of the MMDs, a lot of studies has been done by so many organizations that have studies on that. But the one specifically on the office holder, we haven't done that. Research, no.
Now, in the course of performance of MMDCs, you catch them baby say and the DC for na excavators are you see almost your tone diana.
But that we and it didn't come up out of the time now. Yeah, quality data. ABI and then quality data now. There will be some difference. But many of ADAKABRI can say time quality data was 5th to the 24th of December. Now it is possible that from that time up to now, ABI now a bit more information about the voters register, and therefore their views may change, either to go more for yes or to go for no.
You tell the whole kind of nature say at the time I hear it may be say now information wa bontin is scanty. It may me affect anybody be preferences, but the near kasatentina ba perhaps in the public domain information about sankiye the same survey possibly we could get different results.
Exactly.
Etimbasa ye biem.
Not on the voter register, but you don't have any survey ahead of us right now. We are working, and to do this survey, it costs of hundreds of thousands of Ghana cedis. In the Obiya Adumna Winyama, then you go and do the work and then give out the results at the end of the day.
Obi wadum na unya na wetimi aye na it cost several thousands of cedis. Now, when a funded University of Ghana Political Science Department mamu ye survey ahodo.
Conrad Adana Foundation, a German political foundation.
And it's a simple. Now, the bena mobile performance of Anansi Yemshani say corruption scandals in Ghana and its impact on political party paper and corruption born on.
Oh, and then you say that research no. Some would have started with the 1 year of the president, 2 years of the president, and I have MPs. And after MPs, we have MMDC. Into that's how we have. So these are what we call very important office holders and elected officers. So we can look at other teams as well as the time progresses.
You now, Dr. Sofrio can say, Osman can say, more share performance of MMDC is now voter register and ebetomu. Ediana ma ebetomu abra nenne enonya butayentia na mo kwa ye survey no.
Near happen is the university not a beer, what is a madam to be correct for some research via which in Cataminia, me man to questions and so that we are in that time when it's got Benipano was got or the research. Okay, now Fabrana mental amount and I'm amount 3 questions happen all the time. I mean, we know yeah, start research or MMDC now because this voter register issue, no, it is a banter between some parties. Let us also make a contribution as a department to the public discourse. Another public argument, now to make that contribution, you can only mean sorry, and emotions. It must be based on science. It will be based on science. The can't start questions near now you home Ghana for Argentina.
Etima yen show adie Mobuta yen say MMDC's performance ana mo kwa akɔhwɛ. Mo kɔhwɛ wie yen ehon results mo de atodwa.
Yeah, and last week Tuesday. In the one the main objective of the study was an MMDC. But they were voter register assembly regional. It decided to say yeah come last week. Yeah, 1 week be about the term, but you can say after 1 week. In the two last week Tuesday. In the two last week Tuesday, I'm for the home from UTV just media outlets. Bloomberg cover that story. No, somebody ready last week. The now option and ra and I had to wait to Etuja. Because I am present, the main objective of the study will be lost.
It is yet in here. Nessa now no brother and Modi to judges and now watching in I'm a young press conference, maybe by na yanka who was some in the media. The other say Ghana for any Nisa 7 1.
One can want them, but not so much there. Yaka we want them. Want them 1 to 1 to Viana. Generally, no Ghana for any Jiloka. Government Demonti. Omoka 1 to Nana will be up and baby sign.
So is it fair for anybody to suggest to say Moody a survey on the support or otherwise of the new voter register no abba just to downplay and as we can say mube say mo dawzo flame bia anti campaign resistance one no raise no and am the way e be tware mu ana
not at all yeah amount for can and it's public domain it was whether say support you be an support you. This is what the Ghanaian people are saying. It's unfortunate say no demonstration. Anyway, point idea. It's very unfortunate.
Because the actually you going say no way any focus. And na ebebe to mu.
Yes.
Edu say ebe to mu a still na say wuche mu say e DNT and na aba.
No, of I want to say. What I'm saying is time na yeko fraud no. Now there was a public discussion on the voter register. In the entire testing from the Ghanaian public now, what do they think about the register? In your own answer from the mind, and I had to ama ubia TV.
It not just suggestions still no political party be na bomb pass and we make mono. Ye are no saying.
Oh, that be fair. Research on the MMDC, any political party via boy about research yeah research via modern sponsor.
I just know the yati I know na you focus. I know na Conrad I don't know for no so apebosia de ama mo mu ade some frankoye. Enti wenu a ebebo mu no Conrad I don't know for no do they know so oma funde any survey as to whether you pay new register or not ana.
What happens Mr. We told them that apart from the major objective of the study, we are also interested in some other national topical issues that we want to ask people's view on that.
It na ni nyina mu no ene survey on voter register a year obi be kan say just about moguo bi keke. A survey made in passing be overshadow at the morning
because it is very hot on the ground. But we are research. I will be different unintended consequence of the research. I intended. It means now what I when you don't want to say we are no. You may not even get the right information about and the process of doing it you may get other information that is very relevant that you can use. It happens all the time. Unintended consequences of research. It happens all the time.
Unintended consequences beneath say and they know and no be yastic ama obeka say deflated the aspirations of one more register no.
I don't know whether it has, for us there as academics is to produce knowledge for the public consumption. However they consume it, no, is their own thing. For instance, one I interviewed me in 2016 about the 2016 elections, no, and I told you that this and this and this and this and that. Some of the issues, NDC could have corrected it at that time. But they rubbish it and gave me all kinds of names, strengthening of my life and all that. If probably they had asked for this information, we have given to them, do this here, do that here. Probably it would have gone to 1 million now at the end of the year, If the idea is to produce knowledge, we'll be pay more information. We are used to it. Yeah.
Right. Dr. Isaac Usumensa, yet was a party and Shrimadi brain. Dr. Isaac Usumensa is senior lecturer and a researcher at the Department of Political Science at the University of Ghana. Family?
Over. And some no will be service. The question bring back at the relevance questions in our web service. Omuna umakwaye umusovi inti she. Na media ye mkrata na mekan. Abusuafoɔ de amede to aso aye de bakrata aye friend said the publisher. Na publisher nim wanum say what the abanti krata fa to so miensa na nsɛm no wo. What as National Peace Council na free political parties is wo mumre na wo bia mfa ne nsanhye asomdwe apamo ase vigilantism ye tu ase MPP de wo munsa ase kama dombo adukura na esan ya wo sere eduru andi si amanyoko so a alasabafia wo se nya ade a wo bepene so da won san dabi memfa mensanhye ase sanse samede mensanhye ase a na akwa say ye political parties mienu ipe ene ya ba beji atum nso ante saa asase kwaku awodo akase a wo Ghana ha nyina obi ade ne nsacha ase bi na tere so obi age atum say vigilantism ni yetu ase na kwaye ndi si ni MPP mienu pa enya de ebetumi etu ase da enti say ye mienu pa ya bese kokwam de nsacha ase enya de ebeye enti alese gbafia womu bonu awofa wose nya ade a wo be sign ne na wa sign no tena
Woye mienko ye interview numra na yenko the corporate officers of the New Patriotic Party na ye ne the general secretary John Adwenkese Buadu enkonkotwetwen enkomo ekakra general yemwa ha
mejo so na mo tsana ewie
boni bia ni yakwan mu at the time political party for yenkonko sign roadmap Alesegbefia ogina mu mind this year was say one sign na wugina ho bi
na me wo meeting ase
ade ne see
and say ye nyina as a country the democracy ni papa mom there but according to mankasa this issue about vigilantism by election and by election na group of people attack each other na idea do be na say a shake ho asem na president directly said the two parties main parties na entrance na yanka ho asem na NDC for yes there's mistrust between the two parties in team yankofa National Peace Council na omombe mediate no kreni National Peace Council edit to Muyen MPP objected to it because very ko chusu obi an ko mbeka say ye na ko chusu obi there be edit to Emma from April 9 2019 yatna se wo ho edi ho komo ya meeting versus so if you are meeting okra e could do 2 days 3 days and say ayewi ya sign communicate versus and aji niama bebre atum baby could do your last but one meeting no say other experts be to say CSOs ne other institutions there ɛwɔ ideas ɛwɔ saa vigilantism bi ka peace council ho na draw roadmap and code of conduct na yɛn discuss ayɛ no nyinaa fɛfɛɛfɛ ɛma peace council for because yɛn agyegye nneɛma bi ato mu ewie nti no yɛ ne sɛ roadmap ne code of conduct na yɛagye ato mu no ɛde maa yɛn as far back as January sɛ yɛn hwɛ sɛ yɛwɔ addition bi a yɛde bɛka ho anaa biribi a bɛyi afi mu a yɛnhwɛ na yɛmma feedback. I think both political parties now were content with it. You agree say emra yeshia na yɛde yɛnsa ahyɛ nwoma n'ase. Ɛne sɛ nyinaa kɔhyia yɛhyia a peace council for no ɛkɔ through nneɛma ɔmayɛ ne so far de bi ɛwɔ de maame ɛmɛ nso megye to mu sɛ ɛnokorɛ nneɛma a yɛayɛ nyinaa yɛagye ato nneɛma na yɛhwɛ kwan bɛfa so a yɛn nyinaa de yɛnsa hyɛ ase a recommendations ayɛ no yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛdi so agye atom ne akɔ yi edu NDC for so a say first of all apologize for not giving National Peace Council feedback ebi comment bi a wɔsɛ nka pass a ntumi anyɛ before ayɛba meeting. That is one. Two, adwene mu no other recommendations near no other institutions that be implement. Nti how they no feel say nka some institutions no so be sign and that boa sense say me do pen sign. The third one kan ya and no defeat argument be doing nyina de say ti ho no that is Sebefia. Former Attorney General, Madame Brew, Totobi Kwachi, former Minister for National Security, Kakre Samoa, and Amalebano. They don't have the capacity to sign on behalf of the NDC. And even Pose agrees that science institutions in the sign and come to make and sign. Until the Visanos, and John Bay then will meet in us. So, move ahead there will meet you in penny for National Peace Council. A software here in penny for more bra, a job more other idea, you be a better. Not only so many capacity, not more better. I say anything. And me see what baby, you see, General Secretary say, almost call, slap and say, almost me bandy. Now, who dream about program, outline program. Nti ubisaya ana de ekoye no.
Nti eba se other stakeholders so MSN bia MPP you opposed to other stakeholders MSN bia na.
Other stakeholders no niema wo omono ne fan National Commission for Civic Education. Chairperson Ankasa has been part of this meeting for all this while. The woman I responsibilities educate the general public on the perils of vigilantism and its importance to national quest. We know sign we are a Juma or Yadada. We share civil society organization. I would say they will work on influencing consciousness, aim at building in Ghana a spirit of sense of patriotism. We are there, civil society groups, electoral commission. I would say work with interparty, that is IPAC, to enhance public confidence in the activities of the commission. Over media houses here appeals to media houses and owners to take all appropriate measures to ensure establishment maintenance. We know idea we share a friend is saying Ghana Journalists Association the same. We share police crap.
But would the MPP oppose any move say this uncle for me sign biana?
This none of them has kicked against all these measures I are taking. But over the period, a MPC for that National Peace Council and MPP, the NDC, all these institutions in terms of more ideas, more contribution. These are organizations that almost my ideas Nema ye keken ideas are almost at the mind. See, I don't see any big deal in even getting all of them to sign or not to sign. Total waste. I believe that NDC for no peace yeah there and yeah there can omo near ma omo GD home because if that is not so then say remember all this while you say meet remember now danger mean remember in the be cry post because meeting I negotiate fifth council for whatever I got to ever say meeting it that say ebi anya ma MPP ebi anya ma NDC na negotiate now train my meeting now wouldn't conform any capacity to sign on your behalf no more by your argument you know say yes I think it's a waste of everybody's time. I honestly think that it's unfortunate.
Already on board the General Secretary of the MPP, Anson Abekoma, Yen Shesue, and Ray, and it's a woman, yes, one say Yempe, say you been a new register. Omotigu Montenso, Omodi, if free a year, Tamale, a Kramukumase, the Abidrun crime. As a summer going to be.
Oh, say you know, right from 2013, the same, you know, yeah, this is a new register, yeah, Ghana here. I was say, if it's an old register, no, yeah, dream of the unqualified people, those, never be woman, and money polluted over the period. As a electoral commission, so, Nancy, more software, no more equipment, so use, I obviously. Yeah, cast on cost on financial man, I want to deliver a credible election. Decision or support for a new register. Nancy and an electoral commission for other theatres. Long before. Until your demonstration, and this is one bay and no best
Suggestion say we party na kwakobo researchers be say epa say wo mon konko ye research into when the people voters register na when empe no sa suggestion mu besum
sa suggestion the bia me hu say NDC for na suggestion say ye research bi na enko ye mo pe almost be abo bi pa na mo de bibia wo wi asena e sikasema na azaden say ye ni nkofo mo awo madwen a omo de bibi wo Ghana ha say ye bibia say that no yeah can you imagine say moody 4 year omo researcher omo update credit rating see that period na Transparency International say yeah researcher omo corruption ladder no so omo the bar NDC for the Transparency International for the etu moody for the omo njin yeah ni say yeah then ko ye in a country so and then you know they all can and then matia and the piano ya bonko for and NDC for no omo the bonko for no you do more man
enti yem fanye den se mabo pa na mo pa
na ye den da ko bo bi pa so nya den ye jitum dada nya fe na ye be ji atum na ya ka se new register okay into bring back can be my at least you share with the advisory committee majority of the political parties support to the new register. See, when based on facts on the ground, no being so any researcher or cut about 64%. I think you should tell the NDC say no more harm. But the woman is ADAKABRI. You be registered this year, they will be the first to be at the stage. They are using it to mobilize their people. That's and James because I have been with NDC MPR offering the crew direction preparation towards a new register. And so I'm not DCVA. But this is a rallying point for them to create and enthusiasm among their people. Say, register. That's what they are going to do. Then NIE in Parliament, work it out. Not NIE for about home, but register parliamentarians. Work it out. MPs, let's not say a passive daily and no budget. Register, and this is one of more register. So now almost say, and the Chinese, passive bills, problem. We did say the homo go for hospital thing be our Ghana. You see, and one I saw 70 Asantimemu and this is over 100,000 votes. So as I was saying, vote on your dog. So I'm going to demonstration or not half of Asawasi constituency people ever out there. And not just say the Omoyani right. I don't think so.
Uncle JB, we na piece of information be video be a abba. Na me busa direct question na maji umu aya ansa na be a ya interrogative video ni ye say comments aba. Uncle JB mpacho uwo utu galamsey ni bi uwo galamsey site.
Here they go to galamsey. Here they go to galamsey.
To
galamsey. My name galamsey site over there. They're behind the say. After interministerial committee or illegal mining, a year almost almost a 2 so my essay, they've lifted the ban. Now, almost decided to training branch and Mabawa on correct mining. I would do almost call Takwaku training on Yama. They do baby, almost say, almost community mining. And no, at one point, me and Kasa me 5 minutes. I said, now community mining, I will be, as a political party, young branches, you could train baby, acquired a new skill for mining. You see, what arrangements between between and quality, almost so na abwa party on the ground because most of the areas are affected, stronghold and they are affected. If you are community miner, we should know the modalities involved and know between abwa because as I sit as general secretary, a lot of our people is easy on machine in them. They come to me. I have to be talking to the gallant store people. I have to do this. I have to be coming to me. Now I'm a chairman. Now you're using the machine. Yeah. And see, that was worrying. Yeah, it's a community mine and I win. So I went to FRIMPONG. Now, we see that not on also. So we discussed in the open said, yeah, neighbor to me, then a call was suggesting and said, want to me was large scale concession. That is Richard Sherman of the party or large scale concession. You bet to me, a day a boy CB Akogu, no my yes mining. That was the end of the discussion. Later we start, we have for her. And no. As to whether we've never concluded on that discussion I started.
Na the excavator be braille.
Major Bwedu. Now the discussion you mean I make your mind. As to how to mine correctly, establish it, and can sound Karina, you don't go Kuguso. Many other idea I made mining.
Janky JB, what do you make of say Mushawana dear walking say Prof Woho, Kwausu Usu, Nanka suggestion some person moya community man and a boa party in Quaday na recording a abontin. What do you make of it?
But they're making any different from recording a that is one. 2, is misunderstanding and a bar minister anyway now more recording. But I don't think that's what I said. Is different from what is on.
If we record and winimono.
For me and the party.
Nipo record and winimono.
Because we have a crime them.
Ti yem first camera wo say community mining ye koye ye no ho mfaso ni.
Never.
And yem first excavator ni bi so mre wo.
I've been in this game for a very long time. Meaning can't throw on these matters. Then no crown on Gomo Koye who start there. Be buy and come catch it or say, yeah, the buy you starting 1 month in year. Yeah, for so any may can't so and read by list. Obia and fact capre. And Brem me say, this is the share of the project I can't say.
There was an intention see kwa koye ne ya anye.
Not one city. Not not one city. One city. After that discussion, I don't know.
Okay. Finally, Uncle JB, Obama researchers akọ down akọ o constituency executives are engaged in Galamsey near report amount.
I know the people, and yet Galamsey, mining and small scale mining. That Galamsey, they are illegal. And see, who's doing Gaza? I would even be going against the law. Abraham, maybe I say, my constituency form here illegal. I know they are wrong.
I just say, oh, constituency executives may be small scale mining.
I know the people, Uba Menfiwa, Uba Tapa, Uba Pristia, Uba Amansia Honina,
and Emfemi and party for work grant pooling stations, electoral area coordinators, constituency executives, Womu Sunsep Monshe na through your instrumentality with secretariat na making. Etimi ami de kakradia komo. Chairman fuoni bi ediskane ko Galamsey ekoye small scale mining no na mfaso ba ansa no mabetietia. Sa acham no wate na ye ho den.
The men say can 70 billion
say sikana wodi yakose mfie miensa ne ye boso bo say yaba abem moma ye hwe enti eba say pooling station executives monye kakra we 100 cities electoral area coordinators monye kakra constituency executive 1000 monye constituency chairman foni bia na constituency influential executive we bia kan yetiapam ho ediskane kwa akoye small scale mining same faso oba ho amfe no de abetietia for the purpose for which adiskane buy what you want to
I know the environment because mining is one of the most risky jobs ever. If you are not careful, now sika enya odi out to kuchiba one sha overboka. And the environment is always me enya specific ones because it has never come to my attention.
Okay, you tell that you be so by ya say issue a general alert to constituency executives. Say there be a be JB be musa mo man nko for no. The purpose for which I J mo no omo man nko koye. That's will be what they kwa koye business bio and or they kwa koye a small scale mania. It's against be a party rules. More monyesa issue that alert.
Na yeah party no masa yeah the bibi banner say akosia na obenten dia on jama on this kind. On jao there about this kind. Until everyone say there's any place in our party constituency and also the dinner you discover say monfa any training and monfa any bibia obi beka so dey call you bibi but when you can so I don't mind specific nka I will zoom in immediately but what came so maybe my son better to form na yasha
Joe Uncle John Bodu ya dawase pa
Manso megamas
Yo, John Boadu, your general secretary of the New Patriotic Party, and was one who needs excavate and pay Bimreno, also to Galamsey. Now, 1 year small scale mining, Nanka intended send Komokakoye, community mining. Pabne! Now, community mining, why be?
Ah, for me, Miss Rofom. Menso media met to me, I
King came when you're fan running up.
Ah, media met to me, I but dear, not a year, you say. Uni mpenimfo ati wo di nkomo na wo record a risky pa say over wutie de John Boadu ekanya asam no ensa da anya ibia ba senka ya de a enhu pa ebetumi a risky obi life nanka ofa se wo careless a wo ye no enka sade ebetumi de aba se bia munyina mati wodi nkomo Now what to phone?
Kwabena jina so kakra bi. Na sa interview is very important. Na former health minister and former chairman of the NDC in the UK and Ireland. Now presently we are director of international issues of the National Democratic Congress. A barrister Alex Segbefia our line so. Na yen na twetwe nkomo kakra. Enti bia ube noti momfa pen paper makwabena na yen ne kan brofo na wa poto de aman. Why? Yane ne poto ana de abaka nkasa mu de aman. Good afternoon, Alex Segbefia Esquire.
Good afternoon, ADAKABRI, and good afternoon to all your listeners. Long time.
Certainly long time. We will meet at the barbers. Don't worry.
No problem.
Tell us, we are told you've gone to a meeting ostensibly to agree on a roadmap to ending vigilantism, but the team did not have the requisite capacity to sign on behalf of the NDC. Can you tell us what must have happened?
Thank you so much, ADAKABRI, for the opportunity to explain this issue. The NDC is committed to ensuring that we sign a document, namely a code of conduct and a roadmap, that will help us to begin the journey of eradicating vigilantism from our system. However, we are very clear in our mind that we do not want to sign a document that has got no teeth or cannot be monitored or measured. And therefore, we were of the view that the signing ceremony was a bit premature because certain factors had not been dealt with or looked at clearly. And what do I mean by that? The code of conduct and the roadmap has 22 recommendations. Of the recommendations, 4 of them are strictly for those that are for political parties. The remaining 18 are recommendations and directions for government, EC, NCC, security agencies, civil service society organizations, etc. And therefore, the political party have no way of enforcing it or monitoring it. So our view was a very simple one to start with. We felt that just by allowing the political parties to sign, you had no way of ensuring that what you were signing was going to happen, except all the others who have a part to play in the roadmap also sign onto it. And once they do that, they are also then bound by the content of the roadmap and the issues. Therefore, we felt that we were not in a position to sign the document at the time because it was premature, and we felt that once we were able to sit down with the Peace Council and explain these issues and tell them what our difficulties were, a consensus could be reached, and then we would be in a position to sign the document. In fact, the document itself, the part that relates to the political parties, actually, technically, we've already signed onto it because all the things that were mentioned in the roadmap are issues that we had already signed on in communiques. You know, we've met a number of times, and communiques have been passed saying that we have committed ourselves to eradicating vigilantism from our body politic, etc., and we will not encourage or protect, etc. These have all already been signed in communiques. So in actual fact, if one wants to be very direct about it, we were going to sign something that was for 18 other recommendations, which we are signing, but we cannot enforce or deal with. And we thought that was not the best. We can all sign, but we should get all those who are also involved to sign. Then collectively, we all know that we have a responsibility, and we can then all be monitored by the Peace Council.
Notwithstanding these reservations you talk about,
yes,
the team went ahead to sign or to supervise the signing of the document by the NPP. What do you make of it?
Well, the MPP, as far as they were concerned, had no problem with signing the document. But that did not also surprise us in any shape, form, or fashion. Our issue was that we had to apologize to the Peace Council because we had drafted a letter which was supposed to go to them. Due to an administrative lapse, the letter actually never reached them. Had it reached, they would have known our position even before we got to the meeting. Be that as it may, the contents of what we said, we made very clear at the meeting. And if you actually want to be really objective, you see, vigilantism is such an important thing that we do not believe that we have to do something for optics. And when I say optics, we do not believe that we should do anything that when we do, it cannot improve. It cannot improve. We want it to completely and totally improve. And therefore, if you have a situation where we are just going to sign a document which we cannot monitor, we cannot hold anybody responsible for, then it is for visual, it's for optics, it's for people to say, oh, something has been done. And we do not believe that is the way forward. We are so committed to this process that we feel that by the time we append our signature, all these issues can be clearly dealt with. Now, ADAKABRI, let me give you a little history.
Okay.
When we started this process, you remember the president just wanted the NDC and the NPP to meet. We said, not a good idea. It cannot work. We need people to facilitate. After letters to and fro, it was decided after our recommendation that the Peace Council should get involved and come and be almost to help with the facilitation. The Peace Council came on board. At the very first meeting we had with the Peace Council and the MPP, our counterparts, we made it clear that we cannot restrict this matter just to NDC MPP because it's bigger than that. Every institution has a part to play. When people are arrested, first they won't be arrested, then they get arrested. They go to court. The issues are not dealt with properly. They say it happens mostly at elections. So the EC knows about some of these things and they have their concerns about where the political parties play. So all of them should be part and parcel of the program. MPP disagreed and said it is just us, we should solve our problem. At that point, we said, look, this is not the best way forward, but for peace, let us go ahead. The Peace Council said, look, we will invite others to do presentation. So NCC did presentation to us, the police did presentation to us, civil society organizations did presentation. But the Electoral Commission never attended or ever did a presentation for us in all our meetings. The government itself never did a presentation or came to any of the meetings. The judiciary or the judicial service never did a presentation or came for any of the meetings. But if you look at the 22 recommendations, you will realize that there's things that the government must do. There's things that the EC must do. There's things that you would expect the security agencies to do. And how do you write all these things when they have not even been part of our meeting and they are also not going to sign the document that makes the document complete? So we said, it's premature. Let's have a meeting and call them and ask them, this vigilance issue, how do you see, how does it affect your work? What do you think we should be doing? So that at least you have their take and their views. Then after that, when they are signing, they know what they are signing for. But to tell us to sign a document, which we have no control over, even the people who are being asked to work on the roadmap are not present. We thought that we were doing eye service instead of actually challenging and dealing with the issues of vigilantism. Another issue is that the government is key to the signing. Why? The government set up a commission of inquiry on the same Ayawaso West Wagon, which triggered this meeting. The recommendations were brought. Government didn't tell anybody what the recommendations were for 6 months. We all had to sit down and wait. They come out with a white paper after they then publish it after 6 months. And in effect, say that what the work of the commission was not correct. And therefore, this is not done and we won't do this, that. And in the end, more or less made the work of the commission zero. When you do that, and now we have done a document which is now giving this same government duties to perform, and they are not even signatories to it, how can you then confirm that they are actually going to go ahead with what you are asking them to do? So we are saying, please, bring all the parties who are part of this roadmap. Let them sign so that we also sign. By the way, there's a little part that is also missing. When we were having the discussion, we talked about recruitment into the security agencies because of what we had heard from the commission and also the issue of the hours who were gone. So we wanted a recommendation as well, which will look at possible ways and means of purging the security agencies of some of these recruited people as a start. Nowhere is it mentioned in the recommendations that are there.
Okay.
So we want an effective document that can work.
Right.
And we want to do it for the people of Ghana. So we will sign. But it is early yet. Let us have the meeting with the Peace Council. Let us look at what we are asking for. And then when that is in place, we are always ready to sign. We don't want the process to stop. We think it should go on. And we have written a letter already to the Peace Council regarding what I'm talking about now.
Right.
We did it yesterday, and we sent it to them last night and today.
Right. Just before you go, Mr. Sigbefia.
Yes, sir.
You are a barrister who has worked with the Crown Office in the UK before, and obviously very familiar with the system there. Yes. And now we are told there's been this investigation over a 4-year period, which has resulted in a deferred prosecution agreement between the Serious Fraud Office in the UK and that of Airbus Industry in Europe.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what your understanding of the basic terms relating to Ghana is about on the DPA?
I'm not in a position to tell you because I don't have the document. I haven't read the document. Even I'm told that it's not one document. I'm told that there's also other documentation other than the one from the UK. So it is not something I can comment on, ADAKABRI, with all the my best will in the world. I am also interested in the fact that, notwithstanding the fact that I haven't read the document, I'm told that the president has said that there should be an inquiry. If there's going to be an inquiry, it means that as they are sitting there, they don't have all the facts. If we don't have all the facts, what am I coming to discuss? Let them do the inquiry. Bring your facts. We will discuss it. By that time, we would also all have read the documentation. But I haven't read it, so I cannot comment. More importantly, the government says they are doing investigation. All I know is that there are no names. They are talking about Ghana, this person, that person. And I'm only listening on radio and hearing what people are saying. But as a lawyer, ADAKABRI, if I haven't read the document, I'm not in a position to comment on it because it's a legal document. So I want to read it, digest it, and then we can have the conversation. But even after reading and digesting it, I would want to hear what the investigation from the government brings forth. Not without that, then we are all talking in the wind because nobody has the detail or the fact. But for those who want to play politics because it's useful for them, they should go ahead. But that, for those of us who are lawyers, it doesn't tell us anything. We can speculate and do the mischief, as I call it. But if the government itself has come out to say they need to do an investigation on it, then to go, so be it. We'll wait for the outcome of the investigation.
In the circumstances, anybody who holds adverse view of your political party has been engulfed in corruption, would that person be entitled to hold such a view?
Not really at all. On what basis is the person holding the view? No, the government itself says we don't know the facts. We are going to look for information. So on what basis are you holding that view? If you are biased enough to want to hold that view, that is your issue.
We will leave it here.
We cannot force anybody to do this or that. But if you are saying on facts, the government itself says we are investigating. On what basis then? In a document where there are no names, please. Let's get the facts and let the inquiry go ahead. And then we can all discuss what comes out of it in a very informed manner. But at the moment, all I hear and I see is politics being played. And that we understand it too because we are in the game. So let's see how we go. But some of us will not jump into that gutter yet.
Right. We thank you so much for your valuable time this afternoon at NEAT FM.
Thank you very much, ADAKABRI.
Right. Ora Alesegbefia, wadi MPP NDC chairman or UK and Ireland da. Wadi wako defense ministry kwada, wako health ministry so eda. Say we are director of international issues at the NDC. And it's a net delegate that say NDC refuses to sign vigilante code. And it's a odinchi de modiaba. Na opotoi inti kwabna edebeba kanka se mudia mayen.
Yo. Abusiafo wakano brofo. Na brofo no ebi femu ebi nso hono a amfem.
Kwabra. Ebi amfem. Edidi afem na ade be.
Wa no kura de wo kan ede.
Bi ntie.
Aha, sade be ya nipa kro woti a wonka se aha no mo kan.
Afedo oba mark o grammar.
Aha. Anya dada. Enti mo manage. Aha, mo manage mame. Eba ni twi dia aha. Eba no brofo dia mesere mu. We ye me awani kan. ADAKABRI na bisa ne se aha. Ona bo empodi obo ne nsamrane. Adi ni post ahodo a wonim wo wiase nyina ka ho. Ene wo bisa ne se eba ne se na document no man sign ne. De meti ye nie. Waseme da sepa ne wo bra wo dia mayen. NDC fo ya de ne ya krado pa se vigilantism no ye nyina babo ya homode na yetu ase sanse obi anim se anya de papa na mom document ya wo mu de bai se yansan ne tre se eye premature factors bi wo hono a ye ka se enko mu mfa nka ho ya ne kura ya de se na ye nan ena other society organizations ya wo mu nso de keka ka ho nyina be ye 18 ekabo mu a 22 saa nioma nyina mo amfa nka ho yankwate a yemi anupa ne yankwankwasan NDC ne MPP ene wose daabi enso wono mo esese ekuoku awdo ni nyina ka ho na wo bia so ade ne nsa esa ase bi na tasakrata no adi mu na wote yemi anupa kwose kokom se ye ne yankase yankwankwasan de a ene na tese enya ade a ye beye enunti aka ho ena yansan no ye pese ekuoku awdo a wo mu ka ho nyina obi ade ne nsa ase bi na tese obi akomete no ho se ba no asomdie a wo mu nyina pe but wo mu mienu pa de anya ade a wo mu ebesan enunti ena wo mu ansan no atisa recommendations be 18 no ne nyina eka ho ADAKABRI be mu wo bisa ne se na asam kro no a wo ka no eno aso na MPP fo esan ne yi enti die enti na wo mu de wo mu san ne ye eno wase a sanya surprise anya ade ye mu wawa bebre se wo mu san ne ye enti ya kura mpo de enra no an ye tere krata ede top akoma wonum se ye ntumi ansan ne but vigilantism no ma men ka asem ntrɛw very important pass ye nyina betu ase free wonom esanse enya de pa obi ani wa wope enti wo hye bra ye se ho enkasesi ase obi a oba ye bia tese vigilantism no obi a empe but ekuoku awudo ni nyina do mu nsa besa ase bia enu bedimu enti ebaya nseso obi ada honom se document ni obi asan ye ni de etire. Yes, me na me can say enti se obriti a waba bebu akonta akama ni nyina ma enu nti ka ho kra na ya ansan no na ma me kan se mi ntrɛw ebra ya starting vigilantism yentu asie a ya ka se koku awudo meka ho no ma mpani cheso da bi hu hia se obi abeka ho sese NDC ni MPP pe ene wo mu kwatena se ka ho asem esanse wo mu pe na dru vigilantism a wo mu di mu akotene ɛna ndisifoɔ ka sɛ daabi yɛmpene ɛsɛ sɛ wɔn mu mata apolisifoɔ security agency civil society organization NCC electoral commission obiara ɛbɛka ho bi na wonim awawasɛm ɛbrɛ a yɛkɔɔ sɛ yɛn nyinaa de yɛn nsa yɛ recommendations bɔ obiara mfa ne deɛ mɛka ho no yɛn hu ne MPP foɔ de baayɛ electoral commission nso yɛn hu deɛ wɔn de baayɛ ɛna judiciary nso yɛn hu ne wɔn de baayɛ but recommendations 22 yɛ a yɛn nyinaa yɛka bɔ wɔn de baayɛ no ɛsɛ so wɔn factor ne nyinaa sanse no apolisifoɔ deɛ wɔm enti sɛ mmara ne tia wɔ ayatew wɔn nso deɛ wɔm electoral commission me nso me deɛ ni mmara ne tia wɔ ayatew na tɛ sɛ obiara committee ne ho kama enti sɛ wobu mmara no so a ne yatew na wo deɛ wɔanyɛ ne saa na hyɛ adeɛ baako kora ha adwene ne sɛ ɛna ano vigilantism yɛ esi wɔ ayawaso yi ɛna aban no ankasa yɛ sɛ daabi wantena wɔ no mo nhwɛ enti wɔpaw committee yɛ justice emirishot committee papa yi ne n'abadwafoɔ atena ase akɔyɛ nhyehyɛmu ɛde aba abɛto w'anim de recommendations aka ho mampanin si daabi ebi wɔ hɔ no mu a mepɛ ebi wɔ hɔ no mu a mempɛ wɔno ankasa kɔyɛ ne deɛ foforɔ de bɛto dwa enti wee kura atrɛ sɛ ɛyɛ daadaa kra bi ɛna wɔn mu yɛ nti wɔn mu pɛ sɛ ɛsɛ so obiara get involved na no kura da nkyɛn a yɛsan po yɛ recommendations bi sɛ saa mmeranteɛ vigilantism yi yɛde bi akɔhyehyɛ security agencies mu a national peace council yɛka kyerɛ mu sɛ ɛsɛ so wɔn mu nyinaa efiri mu enti deɛ nti ɛna afei deɛ yɛmienu pɛ ɛna yɛkɔ akɔyɛ saa deɛ no nti ɛna yɛne NDC amanyɔkuo yɛansan ne ɔfa ADAKABRI bisa nso okay ansan ne megya awa mu wakɔ no asɛm bi aba yɛ a yɛfrɛ no airbus yɛsi ekodi asɛm no wɔ UK ɛna wɔfa ADAKABRI kyerɛkyerɛ mu a ɛna alɛsɛ gbafia kyerɛ sɛ wɔni ɛyi fact no adeɛ no nso wɔn kan yɛ enti so wɔka ho asɛm a ɔnhu beebi a wɔhyɛ aseɛ firi ɛne beebi a ɔde bɛkɔ akɔsi enti for now deɛ saa asɛm no sɛ wɔyɛ lawyer ni deɛ obɛgya deɛ si hɔ ɛna wɔfa ADAKABRI bisa ne sɛ ewiase yɛso kyerɛ ho bebree a yɛkyerɛ wase ɛno nti na MPP foɔ nya kwan a wɔn mu kan wɔ se ɛno deɛ obiara bɛtumi aka no te sɛ deɛ wɔpɛ but ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ ɛno ɛna ɛyɛ nokorɛ no ɔda n'ase ɛna ogya no kwan a ɔkɔɔyɛ
ɔyɛ kwabena
ɔfa
in the final analysis deɛ na paper no ɛwɔ mu na afei no abadwafoɔ mmra mɛtena ase na awerɛ mfi sɛ kwabena woyɛ mobile money biara de akɔ baabi adeɛ a ɔkɔyɛ no best point
best point yɛ mobile money
mumu nyinaa network ahodeɛ nyinaa best point yɛ ne nyinaa obi so discount ma no afra broche sɛ yɛ Western Union sɛ yɛ Vigo ɛyɛ de aka nyirayo ne nyinaa no best point savings and loans ɔmo yɛ ne nyinaa branch ne nyinaa kɔ a ɛyɛ wɔ nipa a yɛatete wɔn a ɔmo de saa adwuma no saa so na African cream mackerel ɛne wode yɛ jollof papa bi a mu hwɛm adɔɔso papa badwam nkɔkɔgye bi ɛfa bɔ bra saa so ɛna ɔbapa ɛyɛ sardine ɛno nso so ɛde mako green ɛne sardine ne dɔkono hyew wotum sɛ ɛyɛ papaapa kwabra mfante yɛ ne san
fante yɛde namono na ɛyɛ
de namono
na wagye moko no ɛne ntoosi no na wode egu nam no ho na esi gya so titiri paa ne sɛ wonya red fish na wode ayɛ anaasɛ bi a wonya
nkasɛ ne frim
wonya bi te sɛ ɛban ede ɛse rewirew anaa dental abohonam ɛpoketew ɛpoakyan kwate aputi bitwadaw na de ɛbotum
brother Roma efrema mane mɛkyerɛ sɛ de yɛsi yɛ mfante no ɛnoma na ɛka ho no ɛho hia papa because kwabra recipe pa na ɔde ba no nti we de efrema mo asomra ha sɛ yɛ ne bra betie bi how to do mfante
na ansa na mɛkɔ no wonim sɛ de bokrata no de ba sɛ Professor Kwabra Honorable Albert Kandapa
ne ba no
ɛkɔfa
junior
ne ba junior ɛkɔfa forms wɔ Ablekuma
no wankɔ afija wankɔ ebu aman
I want to free one.
And so many Kabua mind for if you just such a northeast as I say. We do a point.
Ne papa ye MP da.
Our MP or Boa mine.
I will.
Abofo I would do twem offense so. The natures wafa ni nifa so sa. Boa mine or horn, my one and papa ye MP.
Wafanana
Be an animal, so or be out down so much so there.
Na enkwafo kase waso opeso contest ablekuma west ma me asle wusu. Na no omusie bi a wo kure no mbeka se pajamas ba na eko
Sa
se bi a wo be ye campaign no ogira platform so a na enkwafo
na di ntu so mo fa form so ma no
wo koye no wo di pajamas ne to nchen a wo mu constituency chairman woni ho woni ho ono so na forms no wono ho na ompese obeja forms no ofie na na ma no betete no enti watu kwa wode ko
sa
say urade na dom na oba ode beba
uncle regional officer
wo himfa
divine o
agohum
oh
but yesi SSA o solve ade no wo constituency wi ansana
the forms and insan kan ne gogo na chitafo ye no
ne nsan kan yo ye man bi na moreover no maami asro sukura trese se boy no san ye beboa no trese wo fa ADAKABRI wo koye campaign anwa nkofo be pajamas yama obe free campaign platform
it didn't say man be gina mu kura
da bi into ono kura de wo se papa mpo no wo ye no
say kwetena nchen na wa medwa ye
because see is wo de fa ne say wakọ wetu aslo wusu o bejina be pre MP NDC fo no kura de be campaign tia no se funtum wo sa abatachene we so wo mu se pajamas nko ampo ba no mu atoretre prakas so say wo mu nka hwe but wo mu se pajamas
Nature almost a pajamas no kukura
prakas
of course Mr. Bean so na placard no so
of course
sir
na kuro mu say no mu de
e je no jeso keke of course
wo mu nka hwe no anso mu de kire no of course
kwabra ablikuma so de wo ba wo mre bia so nko ho de o the late Teresa Ameletegu
said the abrantie yo obeya ne akase eslo wusu nye opese o ya ne akase eslanye
ema esla se fen mame bema ya yakase mame bema nye
anso wa na wo create because unim say okofa esla do pajamas ibesrew
na nuka no inspect rules na de che no ne pajamas
esla di pajamas otina campaign platform biaso no akasa definitely obeka se obi nso so obe contest me pajamas ba no
ana se we kwa de wo mu an se ope be ma bi no de pajamas edura no ho no no so gina fa no akasa nti we mini akwa ibe pre mu pede ehe
wo enti wasema gba na ngaza mama ne ha no ho se oba because aslo wusu ba tete na mani bubefu
anyway ablikuma ma no so no say ablikuma north mrahwe bedwane ekwefriye memenda no wosie ne kuno enti memenda ya wosie ne kuno ewo Wesley Grammar Dansoma Park no so enti yenyina wo se itimehwe na yekokogya ablikuma north mrahwe bedwane oba panyina ekwefriye na watimi asie ne kuno akata akire kura ne anom sikasa
funtum wo sa abatachene pajamas ba but of why a nice guy
gentleman my friend Junior
why a perfect gentleman
your friend Junior
what na near team we bebre bi
and who fe
yeah of course
I'm actually pajamas adada
baby of family asu bebre Mengo said that
and just a one share
of my whole life.
St. Michael for pajamas un she be da.
My whole life.
Un she pajamas nada.
Min sata di empon nada.
Sir.
There be de bia no ane saa nika ketewa no no
because St Michael for Max and Spencer for omkuta quality pajamas the bisusu na na hyɛ me wɔ fa yi
wɔfa sɛ pajamas de ase sikafoɔ na ɛhyɛ wɔ
na pajamas gisa oda ya akɔn mu na yɛ sɛ pajamas
wɔfa sɛ me wɔ ɛkɔn mu mpo sɛ bi a metu kwan na mede mu a mentumi nhyɛ ataadeɛ
unye used to
dabi wɔfa ye me nkɔhyɛ pajamas no obi metwa me dabi wɔfa wotɔ abɛtɛ me kora amenye
okay intimato Max and Spencer for pajamas there bro
say bosses ya ni kan
oye
and dey me pe
Kabra interview and minority raises red flag over government's 2.5 million CD allocation to fight coronavirus no Dwaboso now honorable member of parliament on one assign a double as the ranking member for the health committee in parliament ura kwabna minta kando na yene ntwen komo honorable member for Dwaboso na yemwa ha
yeah me ADAKABRI
adaruma na wo pajamas
ipacho there
washe bia dada
ipacho I washe bia dada ba se ade minute
adai na wadwane free pajamas ho
ADAKABRI ti unja pajamas asemika
yes survey of MPs e wo pajamas
ADAKABRI pacho yeni komo bofro
waye na ene coronavirus edwa ewiase nyina ho China ho nsɛm na abai na Ghana aban enso so disease control yene at the Ghana Health Service omu gina mu dendenden a omu de afutuo so ede mayen yes omu atwa sika 2.5 million cedis a minority grouping muslim ntemo ho ase adan
yo ADAKABRI de ka machia woni wachifo na so ma me be kan pacho tini yi pa enye so bia na ntene ho ase yare a yɛfrɛ no coronavirus and ɛhyɛ ase baeɛ nyɛ na wotie statistics na ADAKABRI ehu paa is very scary wohwɛ a in a matter of less than 1 month no ADAKABRI yɛse ɛto kwan akɔ 26 countries so in a matter of less than 1 month no reported cases nko ayɛ over 20,000 in a matter of less than 1 month no akum nkɔfoɔ about 427 Engineer agudi nsem was say yes say so ko hese ko hu so akonyanko abagwe se ehia wo sansu na wo de anu ndi asoman anyankopon akomada ye ho ayi na ni nyame epe ya asem no enu nti no abo nipa wo mu o amo ma den a eno no wo se di bu o man no ni nya so mfaso ADAKABRI ade ba ye nyene ya ni nyankopon o de da na abo ye ho ban na BBC ha ga minim kwanya ye de befa so e di kan de to so ni no ADAKABRI the freeze our situation bi mu say enche so be ka Ebola ba ye no e kwanya ye fa so tu anamon a ye bo hu dawuru no a ye ka ho sem no enye bi ni ehu yi yes I at the point in time ADAKABRI so be ka ya Ghana a distribution hub for logistics to combat Ebola. Debate will be crab at all. May say they are accepting a distribution hub on a crown and I get a free Ebola class on Melbourne. Okay, so debate and I mean to me was okay. ADAKABRI, and on my opportunity, am I to meet training health professionals no I will may you. ADAKABRI, and on my opportunity, me have to take some structures in place. Isolation centers, so called Temelea, maybe or Batema, maybe or. And no my opportunity to select few hospitals are segregated areas to be a Nanka, Yedeka Wasem. The questions I say, are they even as I we acquire say, yeah, we invented a real fee. As a mind you and a mobile cocoa anymore, nice you to bear me in Sambachi. Anka is a matter of reactivating those structures now. Yes, such a bra, na Ebola horns and some. One way a penny one no more again. Now, some centers now a kitty are they so well equipped? These are legitimate questions, sir. minister near appear before the floor of the house, no one can wasem. Number 2, ADAKABRI, the person you know and so any say. Sika saying and yet yatowa yedi a bobo sa adi home. The minister near tells now wants to have 2.5 million Ghana cedis. And yet 2.5 million any access to that money. I say, no crime, you have no means of determining. No, at Namotia, what is that 2.5 million at two? And no, never mind, you mean out of so say. As some million can no crime. And I'll give you some examples. About the whole world. But they are not at yet to say, China, baby, at Wuhan. As I Wuhan, there was school for a while, or more to do a bro bear about 300 or 150 thereabout. Yeah, Ghana put in America. Na Jessica, I buying a Chamasa school for no. What is it to one? My bank catches them a cat 2.5 million. I made do Pajumana. What made Yagi and I saw Windy. ADAKABRI, and not a bad as I said when you know. According to the Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs on the floor of the House, Enura, was saying, what man Matasi could one of 5,000 Ghana cedis. 5,000 Ghana cedis. Do you know? ADAKABRI, my the opportunity, many as a cool for the Akasa, my the opportunity to speak to some diplomats on this matter. ADAKABRI, it is such a serious issue, say. Your students no more, I don't know. Time no one goes come is a day more, or would be a crack of a grenade declare anything. If I can tell us spend 5,000 Ghana cedis, with all respect, not maybe are we a serious government? And I can make a just a game on say. A Minister for Health, Ekasa on the floor of the house, no. I think back or can say, one day. China ambassador to Ghana Kasano. China ambassador I recommend to one military say I can evacuate students back to Ghana. Again, I will see a person on our no Kasano. O say again and no can say or say only China for aiding common Japan action say Ghana for no more or baby. These are two contradictory statements, but the me say a bit about time, some you know, can back in the crap, back on the crap. And now, sending me in the crap. Condition made the person in the crap. Condition the person, everybody in the crap. Oh, we are Ghana buying. And only China for Dinko. Now I read at here, a woman. I'm so we are on top of the issues. There was structures in place into uncall for no. You will show on them so the baby dear and can warn them. No more, Sabaya dear now between me and Pomoko. So the two can be true. And the minister no should have been able to tell us, say, and then she say, end of my year, I'm a student, no. And no, one for mother because other countries are doing it anyway. I want for my students, boys with China, hold their call. In any case, on the do Ghana hands to her. The question is protocols then they go acquire more. On the do her, on the do macro screening, identification, diagnosis, proper transportation, any the management of it, if any. And no was missing in the statement of the minister on the floor of the house. In fact, and now, Casano, I did see with pen and the paper, I mean, himself. The ranking member, and we are crying in new coma. That was clearly missing. ADAKABRI, the young one, what friend may this I Kumuya? Ya you know. Send your baby Ghana for the chassis, problem by a free home. There hasn't been any coordinated publicity and not information on Yariano. So what is the airport jingle be? You can watch them be the Minister of Health, the kind of sponsor. Then who's that JNB? Oh, my, and that's a matter of fact. The see how they do come away. And you'll be an abe high with video, and a wow, say, upon within once a week here and see any more. But the ministry itself, and answer as I have happened within someone. You who be at the side. He's also say, I am engaging the president as the people are. But the people must feel it and see it. And no. If you walk to major hospitals like Komfanoche, we should be able to have a segregated area that you may deal with such, and you will feel it, you will see it. And ADAKABRI, so it is the same way on even publicity at the beginning. We should have people on make us or more creating any fear and panic in the system. Not abandon show the highest commitment. ADAKABRI, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Me, if this is something will buy it, maintain the president can want some that. If you can correct me if I'm wrong. But the president of the Republic of Ghana maintain so I'm gonna hear some. No one can want to be cry. That say, and then obey it, but I think that she a person will be here. What is your money and 9 boy or 2 because it's becoming too late because they are ready to recap. But I believe say Ghana, I ain't a mine. Now maybe boy I won't buy it. But I miss some of your journey. Now may be here because here see what they jam. Now you can't say I any money. ADAKABRI, they are maybe check for. And they say, be so muno. Me see say as on mine. I was seeing isolation and infectious disease management center beer. A year internationally accredited. Na enkoba say, maybe a benya case we know. We have to ad hoc measures to the minister of my no. I was seeing those permanent structures. And the benya the saba free mu na you bet me home at my sebre. For me, ADAKABRI, in my humble opinion, I don't see that political will Ebola by you know. I don't see, and then people are not talking about this virus. And ADAKABRI, don't forget to say, China for there are a lot of Chinese in this country. And don't also forget to say, there are a lot of Ghanaians in China. There are about 30,000 Ghanaians, and I believe that one would want to ask you. I believe that it's not a matter of mentioning some money to let government look good. It's a matter of demonstrating beyond reasonable doubt to say government is indeed and is in fact doing something about it.
Honorable member, you better was it. Any issues are raising? You believe it's be a committee, no? You look at it extensively. Why? Right. Kwabna Minta Akando, honorable member of parliament for Dwaboso in the Northwest region. Nafiso or your ranking member of the health committee in the Ghanaian parliament. Anna Odiaba. Panifuana Tranasi, third vice chairman of the MPP. Ura Michael Omare Wadie. Saso and Alhaji Nasiru Muhammad, NDC National Communications Officer for the Zango Kakos. Ono so Atenase. Chairman ya Atenase.
Major so many other.
Chairman, I want to say we
Yes, what do me?
Alhaji Sunday Ika.
Sunday Zwana, Sunday.
Sunday Isa.
Hey,
Sunday Zwa.
Mahamudu. Sadokadi.
Right. Chairman, now who Galamse Nutubi.
Me Galamse me no me the ball votes.
How do boy votes?
Me the ball because me cast me ko bogalam say me ko campaign. Ko pe votes ama.
Ako pe votes. Now excavator ni bi.
Me de kwai.
Wuni bi ana wo bi.
Me ni bi.
Okay. Was excavator no do so nto ubaji bi adaja wo de aye adwuma.
Ade adwuma na le kwai. Me nya adwuma kwa no me ya me do bi a hide. I imagine say aban ne ma no be penti.
Handling of sa excavators ayira ene galamsey no e ade a e ba be kata Airbus ensensemi so ana
e be na kata so na danko kufuado o say wono is not corrupt, it cannot be corrupted, and he's not ready. Nobody can get him corrupted. Also, I can't say from the one say when say one son the maso. So any new say no offer. So when I done for, wouldn't I dear bang? As I so watch you on the nam de via. As I'm by one can't just one call Uncle Kansas the whole police station. No quite find investigations. Everybody, I mean, he also. And so who are buying one as we are an appointee. Another crocodile by I'm say a diplomatic cause. Also, I can be if any of my appointees misbehave, you find him who are able to be alive, man, just call me. That is the man for you. The leader is not corrupt. Into BLDH so down also. And can another president here another coca a bass and once them to to another coca so be but this time around is not like that. This time around, Udiagro Nese be teaching man be pima, no matter the place, the venue, the time. And now Danko Kufuado will fight you. And now Kufuado won't fight you. Obemamra ayajuma. That is why Naminuka say you're regional chairman. Regional chairman.
Vice chairman.
I'm finding one. Young Cassie of chairman, young Van Cote, young Farmetra, Flagstaff House, and Jubilee House. No. Straight to the police station. And the police are dealing with it. What I say?
And Obubudi.
Does
it impact negatively our party?
No, it should rather be positive. Because says chairman na ko di boni and I say bon say any bon say I can't say we fat and I say I would fear and I say Guhan. I don't know what has transpired. But if truly he was in charge of the machines, he should know where the machines are. I don't know whether he has been cautious. Meaning, Matisse, we are no more can say, Mohakran, say Yamani Bill.
Oh, Yamani Bill. Also, because I'm Yamani breaker crabby.
So we don't even know what happened, what transpired. The machines, you know, say be a good site to be, and I say, yes, say 500, yeah, cocaine in United and I say be a BCC because none of them are Samantha for a as I might have, baby, I want to contain on the present train. Quanzone. Uko Kumasia. Abra, in the constituency. Enum, Udruk police station, how busy machines in BCC. Udru a police, Uda Kokumasia, police station, machine BCC. And the minimum said, one or more, no, and I said, almost JBSC, and I say, Mamusa, my packet been so good, a friends, a Medina. Yes, he big go was say boy he ain't me more, no thing he ain't me kind. And I say how he was managing it, he will have to answer. Me, I wouldn't come and sit here and say we did bonnet and now we did bonnet. You think of what say more causes of machines. More maintain say more auction being so that it is say oh baby a good be he will have to know. So yes, sir, Iradia and Central Force Iradia, they had to call him and ask him. Until also I believe say they will be an not the umbiano, or the better. But the unfortunate thing, video be an say or no a record the minister and the general.
So be say a video no audio no woman ye bebo. Na wetie asem pote e wom.
That's in the ubiati.
What?
I have not listened, taken time to listen, but I remember this one Jumbo do Eddie was some or the atoms. Yes, they had a meeting and they were looking at certain issues. Maybe say Biabeto Mani Masaka be out here, been said, and yet there can't go, so now I didn't see more Ghana Hano, Obia Florida, said the cat machine could be baby, Cabuano man and quite mount, me boy. There be a tea, then you'll be a flow, so County will be a come. So has I been so baby a metino, and a chairman Yamon Crawford is what is happening. So it's become a very worrying situation for us because the police for the soldier for I actually. I could go as a monk, cautious, I'm saying best stop. Mumu corner say, Ubotomu, yeah. And leaders say, don't make so more. Then it's quite worrying. And we discussed that. And then we're looking, I don't know, John is the general secretary. He also had to go take it up and then see what he can do.
Okay, me if you say, be a voice, no audio, no bit me a bar. Nah, you would wait for it. Yeah.
Elvis don't. AAK MP. Oshi awakazo prof and can also be here machine.
Try said the said video no, and if I say yeah, it's the actual voices that never video no.
On the computer like you. Mama my
As a connection is entering connection.
What the one why am on that?
Okay, and kono baby.
Kweusian pinimi. Was an Kweusian Pinoa. Kweusiwe. Excavated baby Kweusian. Excavated Benamania.
No, but I don't even know this Elvis Onka. Who is he?
Elvis Onka, member of parliament for AAK.
I don't know him. Because I know him.
I said that last week cook or chamber.
And we think it's true. Please go away. And don't annoy me today. Please walk out.
Prof, Mammy, I'm coming.
No, please. Don't simply what you are talking. I don't like it.
Prof, say anytime about.
No, but see, if I come to accuse me, I don't like it. You go when I'm ready because I'm doing something for tomorrow.
Yo, Prof, I thought would be you. Maybe when many don't word any bar with regards to Yuma and first can come apart.
Yes.
Wo Prof. And our mommy authorization. Some informal team na message have no money say man.
Yes.
Wa Prof na osan ka chem say eh ya team na message. Memfa gizo na fanka. Yes, sir.
But do you tell me why is that team maybe?
Oh, Prof.
We talk about the framework part. You know say party against and it's okay. Let's want to me now. You want to be concession. Say want to be concession. So you go there, inspect the place. Let's form a team. But you can't know one can't tell say what we I'm gonna go for years and we say I don't know. We talk about the framework.
One kasa prana we see mo awko atakwa. Abro mbeka say area ho baby gizo mo be suggest say area mo ho baby. Ehon mo ye me yenkoye adwuma. One kasa prana we see mo eche mo chance.
No, we are talking no, John Boyd will fan away.
Anya one this case.
Right, or say John Boyd with him from Puna no yeah, you John Boyd is also on so yeah, you may be a SR Eda.
Iti John Boyd do bisa say so John Boyd ya juma. John Boyd do hefa na o ya juma.
And they said him from John Boyd is also say on so yeah say you. So you are asking say motive being and a ma nipa interrogative prof ka say.
Say what the adwum me say adwum from adwum pa na because for him to go there and set a recorder because who say recorder another say ben who and prof was talking from afar. And for the regional vice chairman to go to the minister and then attempt to record, ask questions. Prof, you now can no record. Prof, at the point in the class, nipa okami nimuno. I'm not jack. Sorry, now I mean you are underlying or something. You are putting something. I still no say go ahead. Yeah, I mean something that I think my brother did not me sincere admit or he knew that something was coming up and decided I mean record for
down.
Oh God, if that is the mind there, and then he releases it for what? So that what? Oh, echo. Ankoye, in fact, honestly,
do we have enough to blame Professor Frimpong Boateng?
If you observed, even in the tape as he was talking, he was angry. He was not happy for what was happening. Something might have gone on. He had gone there and then was asking, and then and then the man was also insisting, and I said, maybe sorry. And what to be the motive? Why should somebody at that position?
Mama,
recording. Can you say man record on friends get them? What's that? Friends.
Motinasi amasadi we abekata Airbus and Samsung.
Airbus and Samsung they say and say I refer ma.
But then you are becoming defensive. Sasadi we say muamo motinasi ama we aba up.
Me, ubizami ADAKABRI as a party chairman, vice, whoever is involved, I told the line of the president should not be spared. Because insua me edibia me da me kan kire wa mam da kunkun we fro say abrim koko fuo kakra bi da ho ada janka busuafo ya ne ache ho ya che na obi anya ne de me ho anya frɛ me ko ya koko fuo no nipa gumbe 400 ya tu koko ni nyina adan ya omso mo hu code ko ya fuo ni mu na o yetimi ya obi afuo sa ensu ada ho nwi ensu obi da ho nom ye nzuo no ze ko satam ne ayimu ne woso mama konkoko police station mun ko fa omu ya na just omu so mo to go do mo nyesika de obe fa bia omu sika chen ya ko brem police ya ko obe bia ko bia okay mun ko e ba enne besi na sase na dane koko no a ya me chesi ka prekura ya nya so ene ko edua koko no so enye yie na sase ya funtum no go. So I have some bitterness about that galamsey no and how they operate. Usi wa bezi wa fueli ka machine besi ni yetu ni sabanchi okoko and President Abba what in the political career crowd to line. We want to solve this. We want to stop it. We set up a committee. We send you the police and soldiers and civilians. Go and assess. Then you go and mess the president up. And you think as a party president I should be happy? Memeti as a party president, do you think I should be happy? And then because you are a party person, you have heard Wakobane, we should come and. That's why it says whoever is involved, whoever obia one massa president didn't say from because of this thing. And then sometimes when you hear some of the fantastic but and then ADAKABRI sometimes it hurts. I mean obi I saw do odwan akazawa. Udo odwan awa. Na president is na so dey na yiwe. The president is so mu a o say e I think they should treat them.
Ma yenti unia Alhaji Naziru Muhammad enso. Alhaji ADAKABRI
me ho adwiri me
you see ADAKABRI na me ka se ma Alhaji ba Mr. Adebako ayi me de wa asem bia de bia me ka Yesu na sia for no mo ya he Dumienu sorry 12 Yesu mpo ono chusu nipa 12 pe so medi na chine enko adwuma no na Judas fra
also na accountant
enti say President Akufo-Addo chusu all these appointees I cannot sit here and say an appointment everybody will be say if you be a mensa there should be a mensa and then when the mensa is found it's phased out they did Judas I say anybody. Okay. So I am at one me catch there as appointees say the party people are working, but your actions and inactions will affect us. The victory we are getting it. And man for back demonstration and makatom down peko the me papers that kun ka almost say and kotamale.
Okay, ma na inti Alhaji.
But for what Akufo-Addo is doing, victory is assured.
Clearly, ADAKABRI, you put me on say Wabase over different issues because you've not even asked me a question, have you? When we have a question, now was started again. Now was started to say the firefighting in here.
Am I defending?
You are obey Ewahano, and they Yabenante, Yabe, Yananum, actually, Womunqua, and Omuji or mine Ghana de Maya. So me, 90 and a man 90. Na mama, John the Mani Mahama Jenkwa, Abeje Ghana Buma. Say no, they may hear. If you are Moja, and a young mind Ghana, a 2 home. A cat, yes, so say, I do and so say, yes, your baby Aja and Trimbano. Na me nanti kaka. I was over them and tell me, brother. I'm mammy nantino. And mammy Arisha must sing a bra na me bre or nanti me nantino. A rescue mission, a communal labor, a must
rescue the perishing.
The entire country is rotten as we speak today. ADAKABRI, and I'm putting it to you. Since 1992, party bank and about power. Now corruption, I transcend this. I could do party officials. Party bank. Party bank. And to make catch also look, the nation needs your intensive care unit. as I yet waiting for the next 9 months to make a decision whether we want a country as a corporate Ghana. Say nim and also say not to say Avedi Bukata no afa obia na ya yedi. As I speak to you, there are 1,000,001 questions to ask with regards to Asamoah Abeto Day. And let me state my position clear. Say I suggest Akwausi to be treated a whistleblower instead of a suspect in this matter. Because in Samoa, what the Abeto ne ayet ne wo ho no eje wonwa sin bibia mandan dwene ho. Say political party can be involved in government so much so that the corrupt MPP before. I am begging you, President Kufuor, former President Kufuor, who hear me. I am begging you, mpanyinfo more MPP mu. Mamu nyehwe han ma omampanyin na nado dankwa Akufo-Addo ensa mo party no prekope. Na mo ankasa mo kan ya say opinion a otene biema ye de ne sekan edwana nka no. Ye kan na nka wefo a ono so kan ho bi. Inti mesra mo mpanyinfo wo party ni mu MPP mo na mo ka kire mo so mo na nanom ana di party ni si ho ma mo a ebu mo twere wo mo kwa ye abra na amanfo to me ton wo mo dan and the support to MPP party say a tradition that needs to be sustained and that party no and the yet no basa it happens. Have you asked yourself say excavator nkwana nkofo we wo mo ACZ yara? Certainly no. I have a friend to say ne pick up meaning wo eka say ekoshi mu ebepim ne emai who pick up ne kura ne nim say that up to today. Mr. Bisau said the quantity of gold yes easy in such operations ADAKABRI wahin say yet to me ama excavator is ejira excavator ADAKABRI excavator e kan say wo because me pese me hu say na ye bondidi na obi a otie mi ate ase say saka kese na ye tutu am na ye be ye kwan a hu say wo mo etutu am akese no ye say ayira na gold nkitten na asesa no a utumi ne onya oboto makura no a wasesa o shebre enu ewan ADAKABRI ye sign so gigi tuo in that operation. We saw it. ADAKABRI, we are saying today, say MPP for our hooligans, MPP for our forces, so Delta or civil or so there you, some forces in this operation, and we're here. These are the questions Ghanaians are asking. The more important question, let's not deal with the peripherals. Let's deal with the substance of the matter, the corruption, the deep-rooted corruption. You see my disappointment, ADAKABRI. My disappointment lies in the fact to say, wo mekai, meka. Almost all the media houses in Ghana collectively collaborated. Say yebeye ni omobeya. To say yebetime sisa galamse we enwo kwan. Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and indeed no government since 1992 got the cooperation of all in one singular operation. As saying the cooperation of with regards to Galamsey fight. And they are saying. But let us not forget that I am using this opportunity to tell every discerning Ghanaian, say Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo will lose 2020 election from today. Do you know why I say so? I'm beginning na nado. And I saw the saying, extra yenina, a catra yen say, befa on presidency. So be quintia sa, Yavan say Galamsey noa, or be quintia na presidency no, actually no. And you're no guy. And I could say, why should we vote for him when the whole business is failure? Me share sister station on Saturday. Omuya fact check. So man penye to me assign ya kukudro. Se onimu. Se nkofo na ashe da no mo pese wo mo butu no prekope. Kata no so. Na omo trochon se man no no so kire ho oikoka. Na oka se nsuo bia na Galamsey asɛn no. nsuo no nsuo no asan ye yie bioma nkofo a wo motete nsuo no nkyɛn enya nsuo no ho mfaso ne ne ekeka ho na obi ordinary Ghanaian akoye na investigation na wo twa kyerɛ yɛn na Ghana ho nyina ye hwɛ sɛ nsuo ne ɔmampanyin na nado dankwa ka ye 2 weeks ago sɛ nsuo no ayɛ fɛ na ani ADAKABRI ya ka kyerɛ yɛn sɛ the galamsey fight the nti obiara de no ho eka ho bi owo ti ha wo de ho ka ho bi and ADAKABRI is your responsibility to pursue this matter to the end because you put your reputation at stake. Many media houses have put their reputations at stake.
You see, ADAKABRI.
Say, wamo enhwe enye han ma nsuo no a ye nyina no ye depending on no ye nyina say into mo boa ye say ye be ko antia. And then we are asking the fundamental question. Go do now one more season in that operation. Ewo That's now one more season ewo hin. Etuo no a ye season in that operation ewo hin.
Say CID for me anti say na wo bua no.
You see, sometimes issues say ba, ya me perceive a discuss solutions instead of playing politics, needless, unnecessary politics with it. But wako fan house say aba, let's talk meka and ho kakra and san ya fa. Mpacho under President Mahama, a lot of this moving equipment were seized. E wa hifa o mi sa on kantre mo she no mo she no enti Mahama time ana
kantre wo mo we galam say ye form machine na ye hihye no
pickups am ko seize ye e wa hifa eno mo she no gold na mo ko seize ye no eno so we eno mo she no gold na mo she ye
but people were in there
gold na mo she ye yo
mo de to yin
Alhaji Nasiru ni NDC for say om de nam ko kire ye no om she ye na MPP di na ko kire ye no obi akompare gu baby anu ye bone
if you are stammer high can say
onzo podo
do me menti kasa do ntira America opodo do
onzo podo
so wo
me say wo say me ba cho o say akraba ADAKABRI buafu wo say obi aban ba ye no ono akosizi excavators wo de no a wo ba ye no wo sisi no caterpillar wo shi no pickups wo sisi no gold no so a wo say ehye hey Alhaji Nasiru
well say
Alhaji Nasiru
ehye dia
gold na mo ko sisi wo ehye
me say ehye ya
is that what you're telling Ghanaians?
Being in power for
and you say you want to come back
and
you say you want to come back
Alhaji
gold ADAKABRI gold yet mission
we need to clear the
ADAKABRI gold yet mission am na ye when what
said it's all refine it
until much am refine you am for
I said the gold for jam
until fair jam we na wefa
what if jam it becomes better
until fair jam we na wefa and then you are sitting here
argument to joke
what also say no
why we
what also say gold no
jokes
o see caterpillar ye hu ye o see pickup ye hu ye gold no so o see ye no ahina enale gu ye e see ye no because gold no fa jam wi na pure
position we clear say under the NDC regime yen
when also person the baby mu I see gold that shit me can you akromane ayi there no kai
a single excavator or vehicle yakoje every small scale mining company as we speak today. As a result of the total ban on small-scale mining, machines are yadiji.
Small scale mining is working.
One more register.
Small scale mining is working. Galam say the illegal ones, you know, and are supposed to be fighting. The illegal ones, you know, and they are supposed to be fighting.
There was a total ban of small-scale mining from 2018 to late 2019. That is a fact.
But as we speak now, for your information, the legal ones are operating. That is small scale mining.
Even as they banned, MPP legal ones, no more juma. At time I banned now, who be Sammy? Now, boy, no, Chairman to me, assistant that. Yakochi no only Papa Bisu ni yakeka
no move to gold.
What man?
You see, solutions are. Solutions.
The solution is that let's send out. That is the solution.
I can tell you. The boy. Oh, please.
Corporate social responsibility.
The boy.
It is a mandate on every Ghanaian to ensure that you bet 12 you.
And you know that by you. I don't know what how long how many distance you walk for demonstration for you. But as somehow cannot be a bad woman. Oh, but catch a gun of so bad because oh buy and no continue gold now no see gold no. Oh see and control about Alaji, you are Pefroka. Meloka say you didn't let me tell you what the role he was playing. Oh yeah, your friend.
We are not talking about in this matter should be treated as
auctioneer. And then he being auctioneer knows how to auction. And man on the best say because machines now I'm auction. Me be who's on my auction bidder. And I believe that I know that is what the role he was supposed to play. On field and gold. The police, the military, and the police for now, no. If that they are the people you want to accuse, let's go straight and accuse them. Because they were seizing and then breaking to the police stations for a coercion to come.
Even died. A soldier man, trained military officer. Yeah, the Ghana secretary name. Yeah, the course on say Jumano. Thinking, sir, a Juma Bebwa Ghana, or also the Tico Shame, so be quaint, yes, a gang, and on the Yashino, Maswa Mama away. Yashino. Thinking, say he's going to fight it. This is the magnitude of the danger. The magnitude, the blood of the people.
Maxwell Mahama at that time was not part of the operation. Alaji, for your information, Maxwell Mahama was not vigilante. He was protect society be honomo. And that is oh please. Is he? I'm telling you. Person can solutions, but I don't see any send our penny.
The way forward, the saying.
And don't say you be here by way free.
Can you
trust this government? Can you trust this government with
the best every gold? No, I dare call DPMC. I'm a Ghana. I dare gold. No, obeshi gold. Or see gold. No, beshi no pesoba. Gold where she. Okay, ma'am, let's give you opportunity to withdraw that so that we don't because very embarrassing for you to sit on ADAKABRI's
given the opportunity
for you to sit on ADAKABRI's
forever and ever is the fact that even Ghana Constitution allowed MPP as a political party to be part of the democratic process. That is what I will draw because it is the biggest mistake we have done. ADAKABRI, why is it that everybody, when it comes to corruption, is talking about President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as being broke into Onyesika, into Osei Epesika de Komano? Why is it so? Nyantechi says so. Kowusi is saying so. Everybody who is involved in corruption will make direction to the fact that Omanpenyin Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo are broke into Epesika de Komano. Why is it so? Talk is cheap.
No, you are making talk. Talk is not cheap. But you are making talk.
Alaji, he fana vice chairman ko usi e kan say President Nana Addo Hienska na
you didn't listen to all the tape.
Oh,
I've seen transcript. I've seen things that he has written on his Facebook page. On his page, I have flows. I've listened to two
specific area where you share be who say or say President na broke no Pesika command.
In the tapes, I flow around. And that is not the tape. No, Mate say there was another three.
Another thing I see now, as a Akufo-Addo broke. You know, Pesika.
And that is why I'm saying that all people interested in fighting corruption should make sure that Ekowusi will be protected because today I consider him as a whistleblower instead of a party in the crime that has been committed against Maragana. So there are a lot of things. There are issues. A BBR was 0.00000 and end up with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Yes, what is one here? Catch and say, or say, into Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo catch and say, or ban. By the 4th year, the whole of Accra will be the cleanest city. Has it been done? Has it been done? What you make
Akufo-Addo eka say Momo buy ni kroma efi Akufo-Addo buy clean Akufo-Addo buy on clean wie enti yenza fa momra mo me ni fi oh well
yeah people the level of rot that we are entertaining in this country is near collapsing this country. Chairman,
Obia Kwakoto plane. The president who was supposed to go and buy plane. Or president I prefer a president who will come and please. I prefer a president who will come and do like a good one is doing than a president who will come and give the whole box side to his brother. I prefer that president. I prefer the president who will come and provide a free SHS and give every Ghanaian the opportunity to go to school than the president who will go and be flying confirm. I prefer this president. He's better in all of this.
Burkina, and your friends say, now maybe a tricycle. You see how cheap you are. Tricycle, I never bought a yam for. And also, more viable.
Tricycle, and that material, I know, say also tricycle, no, or Moko, a here for be tamale, and some. I feel you also cheap. Anyway, let's
MPP and all its communicators and all its officials within the democratic space of Ghana because they failed everybody.
Just a confirming the or turbine to justified.
Of course, now I want to know on to be two. I want to be two. Now maybe say Abobo Yan, Nintaban Wahi, and Ira. It took wine. You see how cheap. This is cheap.
Wait, you say, and here, our baby.
They are stealing their cheap.
Monsieur, and here, a core baby, our baby, Yahoo. Caterpillar tractors, no, a beer who I want your friends, a bulldozers, no, and answer from the excavators, no, a beer who I want to buy. Ghana, there's no say and cross over than Kwandia. It can be found, it can be seen. The people who, whether some auction you, some toy, some I want to offer free police station, wherever we can track it all. And the good thing is, when this government sees something, I call wrong one. He asks, one fan kote, who the machine, who the which to the other dollar of Abanu, who to washing. Meanwhile, the man not more, and so to I'm betting me a team. What the man, a friend saying, district assemblies, I got a money, so bet me their team. What the man, PWD, or bet me their Juma, what the name because I won't can. Yes, now, I'm saying now, I'm a gold, because he's here, because he's here. Gold has a must go business. Gold, what did the equipment from the LDC come in Nimsi to Michigan. And I can read, I'm going to go gold. Ashi, gold. Hey, Zana what's here?
What out to say, sign your money and share one.
Gold, what's
are you doubting?
What's the gold? No,
you see, that is
what's the gold?
That is
you see, don't take every listener as a fool. Yes, you can assume some more disappointment be at the Sabbath. For every listener can never agree with you say gold no I'm going to say no.
Arrest anybody you know that want for gold during that operation. Go and arrest him. Now Fabra and we will support you. Because it's a good cause. It's a fight that will bring us more clinics. That will bring us more hospitals. That will bring us more market, more buses, more ambulances, more hospitals, more BBR. Me what will be a gold no o say one ship.
But they are not chilling machine and not shino. And they are not chilling machine no they go baby so obechama state institutions. Which one is better?
Okay,
Mumu they are not machine. That's gold no. Egu some they go for state. Makacho say big Medina that can go who's big. Medina who's big but I don't know how many from where they seized it. I don't have the records. I am not a staff of that.
Why do you tell me that? You don't know. Why do you that is how difficult it is to defend a useless government.
Come on.
Useless meaning not useful. If it's not useful, it's useless.
Okay, me can come messages kakra. No other Agbe that was say ADAKABRI. Please help me tell National Peace Council and the dissenting Ghanaians to stop worrying NDC for not signing the peace bond because it has been clear to we, the well-meaning Ghanaians, by my good uncle JM, that they, the NDC, are descendants of violence. I say, Man Piero, Ghanaians, let's pray and cherish the peace we are having in this country. We should not allow the politicians to destroy it for us. Together, we stand. May God bless our homeland, Ghana. And Man Piero, Anglaga Subulu, Masina, or the free buy. Also, Kwamamafo, please note that Ursula has just Nyame is a man kissing. Also, if you do propaganda with the Airbus saga, the reality of Galamsey fraud will expose you. Never again in this highly corrupt MPP government. Also, Godwin Deborah, also good afternoon, ADAKABRI. This Galamsey issue cannot cover the Airbus saga. President Kufuor is not corrupt and will never be corrupted. Greetings to Mr. Jau, incoming MP for Kuyapim South. Don Pino from Malam. Also, the Airbus bribery scandal has really brought shame to this country. And I'm glad the president has referred the matter to the OSP. Whoever that elected senior government official was and all his accomplices must be fished out and dealt with seriously. This nation suffered a lot of corruption under the NDC regime from 2009 to 2016. Richard Wayo, also go tell that useless Jerry Amponsa Sabato. Also, why is the NDC so aggressive? Is the world coming to an end? Farouk Kutema.
It's certainly coming to an end for us. It is certainly coming to an end for us if this government should continue.
Also, the Galamsey fight is akin to fighting drug cartel. President Kufuor's commitment in fighting this Galamsey menace is unwavering. Anyone who gets caught in this fight will be dealt with accordingly. Demo or no demo, government official one, and all the intermediaries of Airbus corruption will be exposed. Let's support President Kufuor in the fight against wrongdoings. Hi to Michael Shribefi of NS Yakumi, Farouk Kutema, Steve Menz, Amsterdam. Also, let's compare the magnitude of bribery allegations against both parties and with a mind of monies involved. Saso and Yemre, Meshe say 6 out of 10 Ghanaians want new voters register. What does it mean? Simply, say nipen siya, we nipa dubi ejina when siya epe new register.
Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwan de no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete. E da fom won. This way chocolate drink.
Kra cha be pe baba ware.
Aso.
Ye fear say this way chocolate drink ya sorry anopa no ne yenom. Ye be sha fridge nom no se snack. Ye nya hoho anu ne ye de serve wo mo. Ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a. This way chocolate drink ne yenom. And this way no ti anu a, he se kire wom, koko wom, brick wom, bibia wom, ade wo hia ni so se.
This way chocolate drink.
De wo hia ani so se.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye atum se eye.
Englishman say tetele. Ya don't go. That is a still I want to so kakra.
Oh, me jame radio.
Now you see all students association. There's a moko headmaster fee.
Sure, me see a whole year ni general. Say headmaster akwa retirement o.
Headmaster akwa retirement.
Ani.
Ona say one wanyini.
Enti ye ne man koto party man no. Na unim said the special drinks esi flowers ye.
So say the special drinks ne dey bibia o.
That's
it. Ni bibia o.
And then I can say I dey a special apple ni, special cola, special orange, special ginger obi bonanum.
Ubu special range of products and all my drumiko.
Na say you benya jan mo ha die.
Oh, we be se fridge. Na say we special ice company. The enim na bia yenso kan ahwere nim anajo. Mo enti the soft drinks ni nyina ye so refreshing.
Tetele so ko pedudro kofie. Ni de bia na obesra no mo.
Oh, wosra no. Na say kwada okuta pick up. Hein, we buy for supermarket na kolodi. Ni kolodi. Unim fresh special ice company. Quantity a opa bia obenya 0233 009041 and then 0302 772 807.
Special drinks.
Natural taste of goodness.
Nkratwe Food and Drugs Authority Ajiatum.
Utie oha extra ponkno. Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwan de no. Hwem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Hey, now beka. Ya John to mami ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Oh, asew. Wo den kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka batete ɛda fam wɔn this way chocolate drink
kracha bɛpɛ yɛ baba aware
asew
yɛfia sɛ this way chocolate drink yɛsɔre anɔpa no ne yɛnom yɛyɛ bi hyɛ fridge nom no sɛ snack yɛnya hɔhoa ɛno ne yɛde serve wɔ mo yɛdidi wie ne yɛpɛ biribi abɔ agu yadeɛ so a this way chocolate drink ne yɛnom ana this way no wote ano a sɛ kyerɛ wɔm kɔkɔɔ wɔm milk wɔm bibia wɔm ade wohia ne nsuohyeɛ
this way chocolate drink
deɛ wohia ɛne nsuohyeɛ
FDA ahwehwɛ sɛ adwadie nkratoe mu agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ
Yamenu Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi. Eti yamenu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada menya wofo yi. Papa so be fie ni enwe fufuo ya. Asam aba. Na so oben. Wadi fufuo edi mprenu ne mpresa da kro. Beye di ni ehwe fufuo a. Akode wo nwane.
Adwa mo adwuma. Se me ni fie adwuma di mi ni. Fufuo kakra ba o medie no. Eno to me twa ma da pa sa. Asa wo kan na matene nyira.
What ate na make am meboa.
Eba do di komum. Na se se ade obra to twa. Fufuo ai wo wodro mo pam. Na wo ma siw na wo timu aba. Na wo sadaje na wo tim fra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa ya mbodi fufuo ne mankani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kama ya fra no need fufuo a
enya no bi na masori ba until izi kama me di ye yo
se bia
ma me hwe oh e bia need fufuo eye kama say bodi fufuo ne mankani fufuo papa bi na wo ka say twan eposim na ede na me se wo ka so ento simanu mpe no wa wie wo hie wo kwa papa bi aguso
be chese de ama mani kura agisa need fufuo ho ama me ko to bi kura ba ne say se de Ghana for sipom fufuo no eno an wo ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo drom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo nso de bodi ne mankani fufuo papa bi
ejanie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mogyaduro ana pa wia ne anadwo a wo koda
need fufuo supermarket bia mu need fufuo e wo wo fi a ani gye nko a
FDA ahwehwɛ sɛ adwadie nkratoe mu agye atom sɛ ɛyɛ
Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
Needs 100.9 FM Suni. Na ene Wednesday February 5 2020. Ne wuku sai ojefobus mene da to sunu mafimpi no edu se eduo no. Na ye pass dan fama best point savings and loans. Se da nyina no ne de o pese mobile money bia transfer bia na best point savings and loans all branches omo yes ade no and afi so no international money transfer catch omo say so the befa Western Union kra na we kwa ko yi no best point on behwe atoto bibia de amount best point savings and loans and na omo de say ubedi hie and na ye omo dadwene aseda ko African cream mackerel ai aseda ko ma oba pa sardine na aseda ko ma oba papa mackerel kununga na so e de honchon capsules and or they have good prostate health and or the X and Y granules, and also you nourish your kidney, and or the king tablets, also share your pressure. I feel what the dear here, Mr. Kale, and so your stress. A teacher remember the two stress and as a dear him on Pemo. University of Ghana Political Science Department almost say Omakwa research performance of MMDCs, but then unintended consequence, and it's almost a electoral commission. They need to register or do new register FM. Now I know in Ghana for do be agent wa imun siase ye pe new register. Alaji, your thoughts? Oma kinum.
We ambush na
aden.
Asa wa uni. Na me release the tension okay. But you see members now as a representative of a political party and country or say obi ne nhwehwemu no a waye no enye nhwehwemu papa o ana say sintobi wo me because men kan ho and ono so enkyere me in details kwan o de fa so yes am nhwehwemu obi a wako school akodi degree bia at a point in time research bi ama yenina yet basic research principles I to me amount some conclusion abe closer to the truth na some of the asem we ade abetu I also have the friends saying right be it academically and say in whatever field to contest idea omode abetu dwano. For the reason being that ADAKABRI, we are living in Ghana. If institutions are here kasiya kura on ne, that is say wamu etumiji sika a research to favor the governance and as a government of a particular country within a certain period of time. I don't see why we will not begin to doubt the outcome of this election if the head of the department or the research we are able to do, the deputy electoral commissioner there in the person of Bossman. Bibia to me see on a number for the heat is on them. They are bent on doing new register. There is not a single logical reasoning. I say wamu a superior argument. I was so new register. So they can resort to all sort of approach. Wamu wadri mudie. Ebebwa ama sa agenda no abemu. And ADAKABRI, today as I sit here, I can tell you without fear or favor, say Minjin this the new register agenda is an attempt to aid in our democratic process. The new register agenda has moved from that perception, and today it is an attempt to ensure that certain things can be done to skew our election come 2020. That is what I believe.
I humbly urge the NDC rep Alhaji Nasiru to avoid the aggression and shouting and emulate the fine attitude of Chairman Omari Wade on the show. If he doesn't know, the world is watching him on video. Alhaji Anu tone it down.
You've not told me who is that.
He's based in the US. Jerry Amponsa Sabato.
Anka Otigana, Obeti Mwesemi. So no kula ni muma. Say okoye juma ba yetu yanaka. Ne oko hospital a onya edru.
Yes, on them ice rim.
Then I say oko hospital onya edru or yare da ho ambulance be fan wo fi.
Otigana. Typical aye asafo boy mum.
And that is not my issue. Me say Otigana anka obeti mwesemi. Otigana na onim pressure
obetine dwe
anka obeti mwesemi. Nti ono relax wo ogra. Obeso okasa ombra na ye nyina yenku na onhu ni so ontie mu nsemi ana
a political junkie.
Oh well, it can be whatever. That is not my interest. My interest is in the fact that what would say the kitchen when I want to say the shefa and I'm wa. So that is what I'm saying. Oh no, what the be na original woman to obeti buy any opebia. I don't but I thank him for his advice. The advice can only change me if I see things change. If I don't see things change there, then you should be ready.
There's a righteous indignation.
What's it?
Righteous indignation.
Mentiazi.
There's a buffo or ten and
ADAKABRI. Nyabe pesa mekano. Ene na mekano.
Okay. Chairman. 6 out of 10 Ghanaians.
You help me your vice hostage. What can you say me try be kind text message. Enti men wie.
Okay, conclude.
Now, me ko menimu no. Na me ka akosi so say. And there are various reasons among for edi abetu dwa. Efa yen register no electoral commission e say here. One of them clearly say timing no ebe hard yin. Yen nyina yeti wo man mu ha. Enim say edubre bia ye beto aba at least mo central for a police for ne ne ekeka ho. Ye ma mo kwan e ma moto aba. Say na be a motumi aye modwuma. Ene by the outline now electoral commission dey abetu dwa no. Onim say the police service or the security service one more be early voting bia no. They are going to deny them this opportunity because the early voting, you know, we share Mbrano and Chayano Senate, you know, I was say within some days before the main election. Now, into 2 years, electoral commission they are better to honor. Say all these people will be counted out. Besides that, the issue of the voter register, NSS 6 people want to get and 4 people. The fact to say consensus is you've been saying calculated attempt and I say a testimony of the fact say omampenyi ankasa itu anamo emre bi etwemu ye be similar issue exercise concerning voting and electoral commission issues eka say yentwe nsan because we don't have consensus wabra ye di esika kura tu mu de dama electoral commission ayesa ejuma enti since the report didn't say 10 out of every 10 Ghanaian once a register, we still don't have a consensus. Until the year one by say, Omampenyi betie ye no ni electoral commission for Edi Kita senior and dry yede we be a comma woman no more ye ejuma. Beyond that, yet your muha. Ena electoral commission just recently me did say young ladies were more woman crack or register. Say woman free school, woman went to me and register some years ago. Ne woman now more yare woman no more new chrome ha all sort of reasons ye be register no ema omo kwan ema omo di omo din omo biometric data ni bibia aka ho ama sa register we etumi sustain ye etumi fa data ni nyina eka ho ema yesa ma kwan say woman owu because one of the things amate for the people who are for the events new register they say what do you call it? Dead people are in our register until the register is bloated. And I make us one more movie. My point say ye omudi. And my electoral commission ebe my figures. And then your man wait me a year. I'm a register na year project. And then they see that's what they pay or say or sign abeye register for. ADAKABRI, there is one key factor that I want the University of Ghana for. Our MUSR research we MKSR research. They should enter into every Zongo community in this country, Ghana. No mumbisa Zongo for say, would they prefer or like to join queues and go through the hustle and bustle of registration during Ramadan? No, and I say, would they not prefer that? So on Yamekano. Now, what the results no bad Montia. Now, Makai Electoral Commission, Makai Ghana for you say, and she say, no, Electoral Commission, I say, or no, on to be asked, no, or better was one coin. So she say, no, say. By that time, no, na ye no bebre. Ye chiruya. Now, who ye chiruya so ADAKABRI, nobody will tell you. Say your energy level is down because undidi unumunsio. Ti wan so ewe chiwade bebre. Okay. Ni nyina no. I was say we observe it sure say we chiruya no ebe ne wo ho. Omo ka kire wo say so wo to aso ye ne sa no a most of the Zongo people will okay, Chairman. NDC has always won the Zongo community. For meaning, ya shada and I say yeti omo vote. My chairman can NDC for Nyachum. Nyachum. Say amu war is in their blood. It's in their DNA. Almost so munya daje enquire registration when electoral commission started. Yet omunya daje eko work. Concern for free other regions. Ebra so mo nante awiam mu wi anoma mo mpiota ne 2020 Ghana. You see, you adebi o wa ya na opposition and sometimes odwin aye na nsi so. But you guys I know say nka mu de mutimi but for you to ADAKABRI ade nyina start you ndom kan. Almost say ade boarding. Almost say electoral commission new voters register and boarding. Na Ghana are very insensitive because we are going to use huge money. I bet me this school are dying. I bet me a lot of coin. I feel the electoral commission bet say you can repair the more person you can repair no. I bet cost you 400 and something million. You can talk for bet cost you 300 and something million. I feel no more jai no can. Omo jai they no more that the name say no board no more jai no can. Now what are they saying? The data is there and Tienko is data no. At the end what say I did not make a year way for way a newer version. ADAKABRI for iPhone. And now cry I 11 about Uncle Pay 11. And also be upgraded. The end is for the what a room, a boom, you know. A kind is if one car I now and now 4 see iPhone 11 about. Can come got to engine for floor. Now that's what they're asking you to do. Meanwhile, I got to win engine for floor now. 2 times so bekoto fresh one. Ube bisaba wa active for go achi. And this is for say computer no did nearly 10 years no. I can't carry 10 years. A laptop. Mama move laptop I have been there 10 years.
machine been 10 years.
Machine
na computer na o kwa na freeze no. Me say computer na o ya at 10 years o ya na freeze no. Phone e da sa na your phone kura u kita cha to be hwe so a do be ya na freeze o ya na freeze. O say yem fine no. Yem kwa upgrade na ni ye better. Nipa no ye no say abre o ka so kwa sakura machine pass kura ni ho. And the uncle of for no recommendation do yeah machine no and this for some ntia say that call them. I'm glad say call them no. Yes, the impact say 64%, 65% of Ghanaians. I say per new voters register. Despite all the noise they made, obia obetia asem no be chef mutia say na adwemu nda ho bia de tum say no. Ade we there. And so NDC for that sort and I'm not surprised. Sisters for nipa next vote 35% on Benya. To those who still follow the government official one no, the official one they will still follow
official one no way.
Some official one for no. Official one for no. We are a friend is saying bribe free Airbus one.
You must know that Omariwadi has been around for a while. They cannot fall for this stuff. Hey, he's been around for a while. At least give him that credit.
Yes, 2008, 2009 to 2016. Nipa official one wa bemu. Until you say you official one, you may even MPP more because that period no official one any MPP more. Nti baby say almost why the official one no but your arguments omo ya dey why the official one make saying who and why the official your friend say BP5 and also friend say DB5 DB8 who are they tell us
your final comments saying
my final comment say the we no mo who say and bako ha no say yanka ho asem ya nyina court na ase peace council ya court na ase ya pesumdwe yaka ya throw final paper no almost sign. At the paper bia Ghana, they have been opposing. Ghana for person, we all want peace. You say, young coach, because you and I, the main major political party, at least more 30% to be 35 or 30. Ma ya could discuss it, ya bonka, ya make us say could try continue buri away day. Ya have final paper. Mummy and science and assume beba. Almost sign. I'm say too premature. I'm say the bay. You see, and then now they can say one this year one free SHS. I'm saying possible. They can't say but to them. I'm saying possible. They can't say NHS. I'm saying possible. And now you can pass one. I must pass. Well, they confirm what your leader, official one, be kind. I see. We were born out of violence. I say our party was born out of violence, so we are not surprised. But thank God, we have the military, we have the policemen, we have the security agencies who are willing to protect and defend you and I as citizens of Ghana. Until there's mobile violence, if you believe in violence, munko go across Sports Stadium. Na mun violent mo ho. But Ghana for the ye pass.
Okay.
You see na o kan ayi friend say o na kando so na kando e kasa akando NDC for almost say Ebola that ba mo say friend say
coronavirus no
virus yes ade no eyehu ye pe sika kakra na de akirewo me ne wo ha obegbe ho ban na no wo do park of fire port bia plane na ba no bia emu a esiche receive no omo custom for migration for omo nyina de ade ne bia hye omo hwena no okọ ekotoka ha bi nhye ho nti obi di bi wura ha the first point of call airport ho no ano no wa jaba kregu ho no ma custom for no migration for no ma chafa omo so nya anam de ko mu fie so we want something that will protect ye be hia sika koto because untimi nkan say custom officials say no afa sika nkan koto ayi friend said they say ehuni bi nti we want to protect you and I as citizens. Ye sika ko NDC fo ehuri ya omso omompene.
Okay.
Alanya sana kandeka. Omso omompene. So what do you want? Adie kura na mope.
Adamaninya final comment. Final comment in a minute.
Mr. Adakabre, ambulances na echiche back on any boy saying. Do you have an idea?
Figures almost bandy about 133,000.
133,000 US dollars. Like I'm throwing a challenge to Google right now. Nabisa say the newest ambulance, the newest type, fully equipped ambulance. Price no adding I'm saying. Nabisa say I didn't
equipment woman no any the same. Ubi an equipment ope. There's an ambulance is Simono.
Fully equipped. Messi fully equipped ambulance.
Can you go to Rolls Royce ambulance now?
Price no.
Go to limousine. Limousine. Lincoln ambulance.
Okay.
I'm a yaja to Muma. I didn't enter into him back and said 2.5 million Ghana cedis. Okay. Rags. Yadiba Kobaya winning. I didn't enter into be
nose mask.
Nose mask.
No. Okay. Yes, you can't. Who are police for? Yes, special protecting Ghana for some receivers are there.
The reason we boycott the signing.
Chairman Michael Omarewa dear. He's the third national vice chairman of the MPP. Sasune dia Sedama Alhaji Nasiru Muhammad, or a national communications officer of the NDC Zango caucus. Na jumede me abidi wo chiame ADAKABRI Mahmudu ozi umane different me na panyini kojo dame ado e de dimisi abontene a Magjerry osai agiman ensoso etato na akuasabia na akuadwamna ensoso ebo chidom. But for now de yenyina ye bo anan na yakọ mispa na wona papa kosi mispa odi anim na yenyina de akọje mpaebo na yahwe baabi a yede fufuo bekọ akọbọ abra yenkofie yekofie o papa kosi mispa ayeko jo. But before then there apambue
sami kachira wo wari wo ba ni ndete de bibie ni wa wo ya wo ba ni nim wo sifio baabi wo ba ni nim enti ebi mu awu ata wo mu fie wo Messi fo de contractor fo na afa wo nua ni baabi awo wo yiri so ni baabi awo enti yare ya bo awo watimi akasa bio wo kwa ba ko nya accident awu ye no Messi ni afa fie no for my afa hadentira wo mu yire ni se wo ye nipa mpo na wa kire nsa kosia Messi fie kra wa anti yenkore e bia da chimi ni wa wo se me fie ni e ho nkrata asem su gua enti e bia e kira se wo bi nim ye na e bi ma ko ye ni anso e beko ise bibi ni a wo di ahwe nkura na mame e de na e fe chense my god where the wo mu oba ni so oba ni e nipa debi why the same ball and what if ye oba ni kasa no wo tiam we se no wo tiam no wo ye se no wo tiam no aji se tie ti hunu no obi ti wo be ti hunu yesasa kase mame na ko champagne no ko tisi so dream ti hunu sa wo ba no wa win so ntini no wa tondro drasto no wa no wa win se na no ko tisi so se twan no wa sade be si wo ba yi so o wi a wa twa no wa busa ma bia no wa no wa ti ko champagne wa nya ko homa obi nyisika ko homa ko ti akọ homa ene wo yi that's right you should very very careful be me bo hu o ba dwa pade a eso hu akokọ nkwan jimiti asi ayan kwa mani bronya pre hu sa so we be very careful
100.9 neat
yeah kofio pakwa simispa fayeko jo
Utie oha ekchi ponkno Needs FM
Englishman say tetele ya don't go that is a still wa ho feru to so kakra kra
me jame radio
I say now you see all students association then say moko headmaster fee sure me see ahoya ni je no say headmaster akọ retirement o headmaster akọ retirement ani on say on wanyini enti ye ne man ko to party man no na unim said your special drinks esi flowers ye
so say the special drinks na dey bibia o
say
ji ni bibia o
and na we can say ade here special apple ni special cola special orange special ginger obi bola num
bubo special range of products and all my dromicon.
Na say you benya dan mo ha idie. Oh, we be se fridge. Na say we special ice company. The enim na bia yenso kan ahwere ni manajo. Mo enti the soft drinks ni nyina ye so refreshing.
Tetele nso ko pedudro kofie. Ni de bia na obesra no mo.
Oh, what's wrong? Na say okra de okuta pick up. Hein, we buy for supermarket na kolodi. Ni kolodi. Unim fresh special ice company. Quantity of bia obenya 0233 009041 and then 0302 772 807.
Special drinks.
Natural taste of goodness.
And Kratway Food and Drugs Authority at Jatu.
Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti ya menu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada menya wofo yi papa so be fie ni anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo edi mpreni ne mpresa da ko be ye de ni ehwie fufuo a akode wo nwane adwa mo adwuma se me ne fie adwuma di mi ni fufuo kakra ba o medie no ene watu me twama da pasa aso wo kan na matire nyira wati ate na make am mebo a ebo de odi komum na se sia de obra to otwa fufuo ai wo wodwo pam na wo ma siu na wutimu aba na wo sada ade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sada roma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa yam body fufuo ne mankan fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kama ya fra no need fufuo enya no bi na masori ba until izi kama me di ye yo se bia ma me hwe oh e bia need fufuo eye kama say body fufuo ne mankan fufuo papa bi na wo ka say twan eposim na ede na me se wo ka so ento simanu mpe no wa wie no ahie wo kwa papa bi aguso be chese de ama mani kura agisa need fufuo ho ama me ko tobi kura ba ne se de Ghana for sipom fufuo no eno an wo ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wodom ne we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo nso de body ne mankan fufuo papa bi ejanie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne se ne wo fa mogyaduro ano pawia ne anadwo a wo koda need fufuo supermarket bia mu
Need fufuo e wo wufi a eni gyenko a FDA ahwehwe se adwadie nkratoe mu agye atum se eye
Utie oha ekchi ponkno Needs FM.
Me sorry no pa na me ninja na me pese mi tenjuma every year mi we juma mua ni abo mi shia no metie then me pu me fia na me divi me wani radio yo 100.9 da. I'd like
us to lift our hands this evening as we worship the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He's the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the ending. He's the first and is the last. The same God yesterday and today and forever. And that's why I call him the unchanging changer. He's the master of the universe. He's the chief cornerstone, the fountain of life, the great deliverer. He's the great physician, the rock of ages, the ancient of days. He's the bishop of our souls, the minister of the sanctuary. He's the governor amongst the nation. He's our refuge, our rock, our lamp, our defense, our high priest, our advocate, our lamp, our potter, our dwelling place. Lift your hands with me as I worship him in Indonesian language. As I call him the Raja Segala Raja, the Tuanata Segala Tuhan. You are the Sumbar Kehidupan, Kekasi Jiwaku. You are the Magaku Asa. Father, I join the Italians to call you the Creatore dell'Universo. You are the Padrone dell'Universo. You are the Fuoca Divoratore, the Potente de Israele. You are the Penchipta Alam Semester. Father, I go to India and I speak in Hindi language as I call you the Rajaunka Raja, the Prabhunka Prabhu, the Jivan Keroti, Mahima Keraja, Sokti Solidevta. You are the Ku Patad, Bruman Kenimota. Father, I go to the Philippines and I speak in Tagalog language as I call you the Anhari Namang Anhari, Pangino on Namang Pangino on. You are the two big Nanguai, and Sinapae Nanguai, Dakila Magagamot, Ilauna Salibutan, Dios Nabanal, Akor Ai Akor. In the same day, Lord, I go to China and I speak in Chinese language as I call you the Wang Chu Chui Wang, Wang Chu Chui Chu, Shangming You wish that you were stronger. Lord, I join the Norwegians to call you the Monster of Idivasha. You are the Konga and Eskonga, the shield that he lead, the Metro de l'Univers, the Stoulegea. Lord, I go to France and I speak in French language. As I call you the Losien d'Ossien, the Le Roi de Roi, the Fontaine de la Vie, Pan de Vie. Lord, I speak in Spanish language. As I call you the Dador de la Vida, the Gran Libertador, the Fuente de la Vida. Father, you are the El Primero y el Último. And in the same vein, Lord, I go to Africa. And I go to South Africa. I speak in Zulu language. And I call you the Unkulunkulu. The Unkulunkulu is Zulu Aba. You are the Uyinkwele, Baba Otan de Gayu. You are the Inkos, the Yamakos. Father, in the same vein, I go to Kenya and I speak in Swahili language. I call you the Mfaumewa Wafaume, the Mfaumewa Mileni, the Uwamba wa Umri, Kuteketeza Moto. You are the Kubwa Daktari. Lord, in the same vein, I go to Uganda as I call you the Kabaka Wabakabaka, the Omuga Wabulamu, Omusawa Wabulamu, the Nantamegwa, Owamaye, the Pologoma Yajuda. You are the Oluberie Nenkomenelu. Father, in the same vein, I go to Ghana and I speak in Ghanaian languages. As I say, you are the Yehovah, Nyame Yombo, Atana Yombo, Osabarima, Odomankuma, Mawunyo, Mawuseto, Mawuloloto, Okokroko, Ototroposu, Ejapa, Ejatumfo, Otumfo.
Best station in the capital.
And then I go home in Nigeria. Lord, I join the Akwa Ibom people. As I say, you are the Obong no Obong. You are the Endidem, the Okbosong Abasi, the Ibaga Sibantafo, the Andinyanga, and the Bonka, and the Beme, and the Karawe, and the Karaekondo. You are the Onowem, the Ukokeko, Akpopom Bomong and Kenfon. Lord, I go to River State and I join the Kalabari people. As I call you the Tamuno, the Watemego, Wayanagbo, Kinianagbo, Epupedagbo, Fiafiagbo, the Sonakrina Temalabo. Lord, I join the Ikwere people. As I say, you are the Akaba. You are the Chinemeyo, the Chineyo, the Chineyo. Be free, Marco,
Oh, Jesus.
Mesao. Ahenebody, Eura Maura. Yakasa, where you're crow. Whenever you must have thrown the assassins of man. What is that? I would say, da. Oh, yeah, crow, me, erati. Me cry, This is an opportune time you cannot miss.